What's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense. I'm your host, Glick. We got a full house today. We got Tony, we got Jeff, and we got Mr. Ace World Smoke in the building. If you guys aren't already, go ahead and check us out on all social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday nights on YouTube and Twitch. And don't forget, you can listen to us on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. So check us out. Give us a listen. Give us a like. Give us a follow. And if you be so kind, give us a share. We also got an email at nonsensicalnonsense.podcast@gmail.com. You can shoot us an email if you'd like. And we also have a merch store, teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. Like I said, we got a packed house today. Yes, I turned your fucking mics off.
Yeah, you did. You know what? I'm gonna give you credit for that. I thought it was because of the background noise and everything. I'm gonna give you a little bit of credit for that.
It was because of all the background noise, because we come into the show and I'm trying to do my little intro, and then I got you wanting to shout out all the people watching live. What the hell?
Yeah, I saw that too.
What's that? The Twitch?
Yeah.
I was looking at that too.
But and then Jeff wants to talk, and so I was like, you know what?
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I'm gonna kill the mics. Fuck you tonight, then, Twitch. How you like them apples?
What the fuck?
Yeah, basically.
Fuck you, Twitch. Hello, Twitter.
There you go. What's up, Twitter?
There we go. That's how
Look, I'm gonna tell you something before the show started too.
Okay.
Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up.
That before the show, I didn't even do anything.
Son of a bitch finally gave me some. All right, I'm done. Smoke, what's happening? Jeff, what's happening? What's going on? It's been a busy few days. Yes, little boy. I'm gonna make your food. Hold on.
And these steroids are kicking my ass, boys.
How you feeling, bro? Feeling any better? Slightly.
I would like to say slightly, but unfortunately, it's still spreading. But I got poison ivy at work last week.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nice.
I took Monday off and went to urgent care. It wasn't bad enough to where they could give me my shot and then give me my prescription. They just gave me a prescription of steroids. It's
Right.
I haven't slept in 3 days because one of the perks of steroids are insomnia.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh
Yeah.
It is true.
Shit.
It doesn't help with Chris and I both have the same affliction. We don't sleep in the fucking first place. So
Well, I was sleeping pretty good for a little while. Then I haven't been sleeping much lately for some weird reason. But then this is not helping it at all.
Yeah.
And then there's let's play the wheel of side effects and which ones do and don't affect steroid. So let's go ahead and add in the dehydration. That Monday night I woke up and my mouth felt like the Sahara Desert, and I swore to God somebody was beating on my chest with a sledgehammer. I thought I was having a heart attack. I was legit scared.
You're not worried about me having a grabber.
I got up. I was like, I got up and I drank like 6 glasses of water, came back in and laid down, and I was like seriously kind of freaking out.
And then you gotta get up this.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I'm just saying, you have zombie or some shit.
Yeah, like my chest was pounding so bad. So I was laying there and I was freaking out about that because I'm like, well, at least my kids are here, so I'm not going to lay here dead for 4 days before somebody discovers I'm dead. Yeah.
Except DoorDash people that haven't ordered in a while.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Krista today. Somebody should drive by and check on him.
Well,
He still owes me $5.
Did you hear about that guy that he ordered Domino's every single day for like 5 years straight? And then 3 days in a row he didn't order. And the Domino's people sent somebody over and he was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, something had collapsed on him, and he was trapped.
Oh shit!
Like a bookcase had landed.
Probably all the
on him,
goddamn pizza boxes he had in his house.
Yeah, you eat all that pizza, you're not gonna be agile. I'll tell you that much.
Like I get the ordering out and stuff like that because there for a while I was getting DoorDash every single night, but I was getting something different every single. And that's how I got.
Variety is the spice of life, people.
If the kids weren't here, I was ordering DoorDash. If the kids were here, I was cooking. But that's how my DoorDash drivers, I've told you guys on here before, they got to know me. They knew it was coming to me, so they'd text me, and I'm like, hey, the door's open. Come on in. I'm playing Call of Duty.
Right.
And they just walk right in the house like they own the place and come in, and we bullshit for a few minutes. One of the girls, and it was kind of like that. I hadn't seen her in a while, and then she popped back up, and I asked her how her and her girlfriend and stuff were doing. And she's like, oh, good. We were in a car accident a couple weeks ago. And I was like, damn, that sucks. Well, everybody seems to be okay. She's like, yeah. She's like, come look at my new car, by the way.
Nice. Insurance.
Yeah, well, somebody ran a red light and T-boned her ass and totaled her car, which the car she had was nice, but it was a little bit older. Then she turned around and got a brand new one out of it. I was like, hell yeah.
Hey.
Speaking of car crashes, did you guys see that TikTok where it's at the polished? It's a Shelby 1, only one of 100 ever made. And he does a U-turn in the middle of sunset, and somebody smacked into him. And the tagline is like, "Who's at fault?" I'm like, oh, I hate to be the one to admit it, but it's the guy that did the fucking U-turn, not the guy that smacked into him.
Yeah, but yeah. So I've been dealing with a lovely bevy of side effects from the steroids. That's been fun, amongst other shit. So just like right now,
right?
Fun times to be glad, but it is what it is.
Hey, as long as you don't have laryngitis, number one, or the shits, number two, you're good.
Hey.
You do the show.
That's a whole other problem.
Yeah,
I don't have the shits, but it's like bricks.
But it's coming.
I'm giving birth.
Ooh.
Steroids are so much fun. I don't know how y'all do it, you meat-headed goof fucks that take steroids to be all.
No, but I think that's a different kind of. I mean, it's the same similar steroids, but they get used to it.
Yeah.
These guys that are so big they can't wipe their ass because they take steroids. They get used to it. They're just like, yeah, I'm used to it. And
so they just don't wipe their ass anymore.
I'm assuming because
get a bidet.
There you go.
Bidet, however you pronounce that shit.
Water fountain.
That's just. I could never imagine having one of those in my house. It just sounds so invasive and so intrusive.
You know what? And it doesn't.
Am I gay now?
Sounds metrosexual.
I've installed those.
Yeah.
When I used to
I've installed them too.
But they never seem like that would be a waste of money for me because that little bit of stream ain't gonna keep up. Yeah, I'd have to sit there for an hour.
Close that hole up a little bit.
There's actually a new invention out on the I saw on Instagram, and where the cold water line comes out where you connect the tank, the refill tank line. It's actually a splitter device, and part of it, one line goes to the tank to refill the tank, and the other is like a hose, like by the sink you have that extended wash wand. So that's like a wash wand. So you don't have to do the whole bidet. You can just do get the extension wand.
I can just imagine wife or kids walking in on me as I'm bent over with a hose splashing around my ass. No, that's not a good look.
Oh shit! I mean, literally. I'm saying.
And you got to remember when you have kids, you just know there's gonna be water all over the fucking bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll be spraying with each other with it.
I actually had
adults only. Mm-hmm.
I actually had that yesterday in my bathroom because that little line that refills the tank popped out of its spot and was spraying on the back of the tank. And Buggy came out and she's like, "Dad, the toilet's making a weird noise." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And she's like, "Also, there's water spraying out of the back. And I was like, son of a
That's
bitch.
probably the weird noise.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
went in
the
there-
spraying is the noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went in there and I lifted up the lid. And then, of course, as I was lifting up the lid, I accidentally hit the handle. So then it started refilling and I tried to close the lid while I
Perfect.
pinned the lid down on it, so it was just shooting right out at me. I got fucking water everywhere.
You
I
come
was so
out of there
mad.
like Ace Ventura. Do
Yeah.
not go in there.
Go in there.
I was so mad. Remember how I warned you guys Monday about the potential of roid rage? Yeah, I had roid rage in the bathroom. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Get this shit out of my bathroom. Why is there shit everywhere? And the kids were like, it's not that big of a deal, Dad.
Like,
And,
it's
a
just
bar
only a little
of
water,
soap.
Dad.
Calm down.
yeah, it was like fucking clothes and there's towels and the trash can. Why is this in here? And they're like, Dad.
Dad, it's a trash can. Calm down. No,
Those are usual things in the bathroom.
I was like, give me some towels. And they're like, all right. And they get in the closet. I was like, not the fucking clean towels. I want some dirty towels.
Yeah.
That would help.
That is not an uncommon thing. If you literally, no matter what you ask for, you will get the exact opposite from your kids. If you step out of the shower and say, give me a towel, they'll hand you a dirty towel. If you're trying to mop up water and you ask for a towel, they'll give you a clean towel.
Cash asked me last night. He said, Dad, if I take a shower and I clean myself and I wash my hair and I get out and I dry off with the towel, how do the towels get dirty? And I'm like,
you got to clean better, young man.
yeah, I was like, well, they're not necessarily dirty after one use. You could use it a couple times, but they need to.
Till it starts stinking. Stinking.
You missed the
you
spotter
said-
too. That's how the towel gets dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit.
No, I
Should be
usually
another.
know
It should be
it's
still
skin
clean after you
cells.
dry yourself, right?
That's exactly what I
The
told him. I
cells
said,
or whatever.
yeah, that's what I told him. I said it's still, I guess, technically clean because you're clean, but after a few uses or once it starts to smell a little bit, then we need to wash it. I was like, not that it mattered.
Well, you hang it up, it'll last longer.
And that's the other thing. And
Hang
that's
it
the
up, let
other
it
thing,
dry properly.
because none of them hang their towels up. They just get out and throw them. And then the girls, explain this to me. Riddle me this, Batman.
Here we go.
I'm the biggest one in the house. Like my kids could come together like Voltron or like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I'm still bigger than all three of them combined. I use one towel. Now I buy the big oversized comfy towels.
Right, the
I
beach
love those
towel
things.
style.
Well, no, it's not a beach towel. It's just they're bigger, fluffier towels, like a hotel towel,
Okay. Oh, you're talking about like thickness. Yeah.
Yeah. They're a little bit. They're bigger than a normal size towel, like length and width, but they're not as big as a beach towel.
Okay.
But they're also thick. I use one towel. I can dry my hair. I can dry my beard. I can dry my body off. Hang the towel. I'm good. Can somebody explain to me why my girls have to use 3 to 4 towels every shower?
Okay, I can explain two.
I can explain 2. I can give them 2.
One for the hair, one for the body.
Yeah.
That I can
Yeah,
explain.
wrap your hair, wrap the
Other
body.
two,
That's it.
I don't know.
3 to 4 every time they take a shower.
Crazy.
I'm like, I mean, do you use a towel to dry your ass, a towel to dry
Separate.
your front, and then a towel to dry your body, and then like
Wrap
you
the head.
use wrap a head? Like, what's going on here? Like you got an ass towel, like this
I
is
mean,
only
I
for your
understand the ass towel in concept, but I've never used an ass towel. So
I just use one towel.
yeah, I use one. I'm
Yes.
I'm not the needing of multiple towels.
Don't make so many towels readily available for them.
And in all honesty,
Like put something like
Yeah,
hide half of the clean towels in
Oh,
your
yeah.
stash somewhere,
You
and just
can
be
do
like,
that.
hey, we don't got that many guys. Be
right.
be
No,
selective.
you gotta remember, kids will find the weirdest shit. Like you can hide it in a place where you're like, they'll never find it, and it's the first place they look.
well, let's be honest, Jeff. When you dry off, when you get out of the shower, you need a dish towel.
I
you
air
don't need
dry.
a full. You don't need a
I air
full-grown person's towel. You just use
I
like a
Cuba Gooding
little
Jr.
dish towel.
Washcloth.
Full on Cuba Gooding Jr.
Little,
it.
little dish towel. Yeah.
Towely.
Yeah, towel. I would like to say that I do. I would like to say that I air dry, but the fact that I keep it so cold in my apartment.
No.
Mm.
Yeah,
I 100% agree. To be clear, I do not air dry because I go from the bathroom to my bedroom. My bedroom is like a freezer, so
Yeah, like right,
it's
like,
it's cold in there.
yeah, like right now I have my thermostat set at 68. Plus I've got
Yeah.
fans. I've got fans in the cash/living room. I've got a fan directly behind me, and then I've got a fan in the girls' bedroom. So it's might be set at 68, but it's a lot colder than 68 in here. I'll tell you that.
Oh
much.
no!
That's for damn sure.
You know what?
And I love it.
I'm one of those people that if they'll let me turn my house into a deep freezer, I will. Like it's never cool enough. It's always too fucking hot.
Well, I've said out here that was one of the first things when my ex-wife, when she left me, the first thing I did as soon as she left was go up and turn my AC down to 64 in my house.
Finally, comfort.
Because we lived in South Carolina. I worked outside for most of the
So you want to come home to air conditioning, exactly.
Yeah. And wow, what the fuck? Okay, that's what we're doing. But so when I would come home, like I wanted, and there was no vents or anything when you came in on the, because there was basically my house was essentially 3 stories, but the first floor where you came in at was a garage. It was a 3.5 car garage, but the garage was completely finished, so it was like a finished basement. I never parked the car in there. We used it as the my man cave, and then I partitioned it off and made an area for the kids to have their playroom and everything like that. But there was no vents down there. But it was so cold upstairs that that cold air came down and it made that area. So as soon as I opened that door, it was just like a blast of Arctic air. And there was a couple times I'd come in from work, and my neighbor he would come over and we'd like knock on the door and be like, "Come in." And they'd open the door, and I'm just laid on the stairs, just like, he's like, "You good, man?" I said, "Yeah, it's hot as fuck."
Cooling out.
He's like, "God damn, dude." I was like, "I don't feel like going all the way up the stairs right now."
Yeah, that cold air sinks also. Like, hot air rises, that cold air kind of goes down. So I hear that shit.
And after the first month, of keeping it at temperature, there really wasn't that big of a that first month. My electric bill kind of jumped up quite a bit, but after that first month of keeping it consistently at that temperature, it came right back down. So that old myth of if you keep it colder, your electric's gonna mine after the first month it leveled out and went right back down where it was because it wasn't that constant.
Yeah, temperature set.
Yeah,
exactly.
I love having it cold. I'm a big old fucking polar bear, so I like to have it cold, especially when I walk in the house.
I don't mind.
This bitch should be like, "Oh, yeah, it's 90 degrees outside, but I've got a hoodie and sweatpants on
inside the crib."
Right?
I got a goose down, snorkel on.
Fucking winter boots and everything. Yeah, it's nice in here. I like it. Fucking wrong. I mean, I have a big ass. I have a big ass comforter that I have on my bed all year round. So, and hell, in the wintertime, I usually sleep with my window cracked open.
Oh, get a nice little of that cool air helps you sleep.
Oh yeah,
but you like the cool anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that cool air. Plus, surprisingly, I live on a main road, so it's pretty busy. My windows actually face the main road, and I actually kind of like the noise of the traffic at night too.
Really?
So
yeah, just like the city people. That's like us from the city. When I moved down south, them damn crickets kept me up all damn night.
Oh man,
it was too quiet, too goddamn quiet for you, huh?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll take the country over the city. I'd much rather listen to. That was the great thing about my house in Charleston is I lived in the city, but our subdivision was kind of tucked back away, and you had that country feel because I had a pond back right behind my house. So, I could open my windows at night and you could hear the tree frogs and the bullfrogs and the crickets and everything, all the critters outside talking and singing away, man. Man, you want to talk about a relaxing sound. I loved it. But, traffic ain't too bad. But I'll take a country night over a city night any day of the week.
You and me both.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, Jeff, I know you miss it by now.
Oh, Well, you got to remember, like where I grew up, my for a short time, my brother and his wife stayed with us for like a month when they had moved back to Ohio, and her biggest thing back where they used to live was to sit out on the porch and count the cars as they drove by, and she did it one time at our house, and she's like, "A car drives by once every like 6 hours. This is ridiculous."
Have her. This may be controversial, but I gotta just put this out there. This is my opinion. At nighttime, all you hear illegals headed towards the border. How many illegals you see sneaking by, Jeff? My bad. Some of my best friends are Mexican. All right, don't get confused.
Easy. Good Lord.
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong.
Everybody else says it. Hell.
You can't hear it from here.
Just joking. Just joking.
You fit right in some of the shit that Jeff says on the show. So.
Just joking,
Apparently,
guys.
Smoke and I are the racist ones.
Yeah.
Well, then we've evened it out. We got a white racist guy and a black racist
Black
guy.
racist and a white racist all in one podcast. Look at this. That's diversity.
All right, we in business.
Diversity.
Yes. We met our quota.
It's all about the numbers, man.
Tony, you're not the only black guy on the show anymore, so they can't call you a token.
There you go.
Exactly.
I'm on the ass.
Hey, but we're on the bottom. Hey, why the brothers got to be on the bottom?
Yeah.
You're last. Because Chris and I were here first.
Make a positive out of negative
Because
we
in
hold
order
shit
of appearance.
Okay. Well, don't tell them. They'll figure it out.
Give it time now, Smoke. Somebody will listen to this and all of a sudden on social media be like, yeah, why are the black guys on the bottom of this list? What's up with that? Huh? Cancel. #cancel nonsensical nonsense. Thanks, Smoke.
Hey, man.
Until Smoke comes around. The Smoke shows up.
With that bullish. Oh,
we've already been called sexist and misogynist. look, the man holding the brother down. Still, look at him. Always got to be on top.
Listen, hey man, I've been called a lot of things in my life, so it's cool.
I've been called stuff today.
Hey man, what you think about is that's your business. You know, hey,
I've been
I'll leave it
a
at
lot of
that.
things, but I ain't never been called late to dinner. That's for sure. There's Tony's days.
Tony's never late for dinner. It's always dinner time for Tony. This dude
Hey, man.
always eating.
Make this shit like
Tony
a slash.
knows it's time to eat when the podcast is on.
A slash cooking channel. You should just let us see what you're making. Make it like a slash cooking channel. Like the first segment of the show could be cooking with Tony D.
Cooking with Tony.
Okay. Cook with Tony D.
As long as he's not making a mayonnaise sandwich. I'm not gonna let you live that shit down. Tony.
No mayonnaise sandwich, no fried bologna. Those two are off the table. No peanut butter and jelly,
No spam.
and no spam.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you live down that mayonnaise sandwich.
No
You
spam.
go to town with that mayonnaise, you be like, well, mayonnaise on that slice. Mayonnaise. I'm like, God damn, you want some bread with that mayonnaise?
Hey,
I got
fuck
cheese.
you. I put some serious mayonnaise on all my fucking sandwiches.
Tony used a bottle of mayonnaise and a slice of cheese.
I ain't mad at him for it either.
2 slices of bread. I was like, I'm white. I don't even like mayonnaise. Like, that damn.
He's like, return of the mayonnaise gang. Remember them?
I was like, God,
Oh, wow.
man, I ain't never seen a black man get down on mayonnaise like that before. It's usually a white thing.
I was gonna say, is that a white person thing?
I'll make a ham and cheese sandwich.
They call it jungle fever.
I just want to point out that was Smoke, not me.
Brothers will jump on some mayonnaise. Don't get it
Just
up.
because I was thinking it doesn't mean I said it.
You know.
Subway.
Hey man, the views of Smoke. This special disclaimer: the views of Ace World from Sunday Night Smoke podcast are solely his, and not they're those of Glick, Jeff, Tony D, or the Nonsensical Nonsense podcast. All right.
Some of
Now,
his are mine. Fuck
do
that.
my thing.
I don't need a PSA.
Yeah, we all in this.
If it's said on here, if it's said on here, I'll stand behind it. I'm the only one that gets in trouble anyways on here, so I'm the only one who gets people in their feelings. I'll butt hurt.
No, you ain't.
I can't believe Click said
Yeah,
that.
Hate mail and shit.
I do have to say, when it comes to the hate shit, it's these two that gets the hate shit. I'm just kind of the guy that's there, and I can say the worst things.
I don't even say half the
These
shit
two
that
that
people
take
get.
the heat.
Yeah, I don't even say half the
It
shit
sounds
that
like
people
a good
get mad
position
about.
to me.
I'm not arguing with you, Smoke. It is one of the greatest positions because I can literally say anything and get these two in trouble, and I just skate right on by.
Nice.
I fall in a pile of shit and
The
come up and smell
scapegoat.
like roses, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah, and then I give him hell back, and then like, oh my god, I can't believe Click would come at us like that. He's so mean. I'm the victim. Shut your big ass up.
You get you get all the nasty grams and all the hate mail in your inbox and shit. I hear you. Crazy.
It happens constantly.
So for all intents and purposes, that's what I'm cooking.
Okay.
A little bit of ground beef,
Okay.
Okay. What you doing with that?
the medium queso.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, loaded nachos.
Season. No, I ain't got no chips. I'm just gonna eat meat and cheese straight.
Ooh. Okay.
Bachelor meal in its regularity. God bless America.
Hey
That's
man,
seriously
listen.
some white people shit.
I don't know where he got that idea from, but sounds good. I was thinking it was loaded
That's a
nachos.
white dude meal.
I thought it was
That's a white
nachos.
dude meal. I gotta
That's
say.
cool.
Broke dude meal, damn it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't call a broke ass motherfucker's meal a bachelor's meal. Trust me, because this broke ass sumbitch be making some broke ass meals, and they are what they are. Hey, I'm falling on a budget over here. I got rice, I got some salsa, I got some beans, and I got some ground beef. What can I do with it? Fucking throw it in the pan.
Throw it all together.
Yeah.
You know what that shit is? That right there, that's like Hamburger Helper without the help. Hamburger Helper on strike.
If you
You know what?
this is my macaroni and cheese that I have with it.
Hell
Now-
yeah.
Oh, there you go. So there, now you popping. That's too
It
much
don't
cheese.
look
You
like macaroni and cheese
overaging.
because I got Heinz 57 on it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Don't tell Brian.
And a hush comes over the broadcast.
No. Hey,
You a lot of cheese there, bro.
I ordered the steak tortas. They're basically a big. They're kind of like a Philly cheesesteak without the cheese.
Mhm.
But I fucking loaded that shit up with barbecue sauce. It was amazing.
With the torta, do you have like you took the bean? You took the beans on it and the whole shebang.
No. I literally
Okay.
ordered from this place. It's called Tacos Regal, and they take they chop up the steak just like you would a Philly cheesesteak. They just don't have the cheese, and it's got a little bit of lettuce, a little tomato, and the steak on it, and a little bit of mayonnaise. And I just fucking take my barbecue sauce and rock this.
Alright.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
Nice.
And
Nice.
it looks like I almost ordered it from Subway. It's so full of stuff.
A little of everything, please. Just
Yeah,
give me
it's got a little
just turn it
everything
into a mess.
But they're seriously expensive. They're like $8 a piece, and I order like 6 of them at a time
Ah, okay.
because I order for myself.
favorite.
I order at least 3 for myself, and then the rest are for kids.
It's a favorite. Okay, cool.
Oh my god! Oh, they're amazing. But then
I like
I
Want the
I got,
beans and shit on it.
got some badass ham and cheese sandwiches from a joint today. It's called All Natural. It's like a health food store. And the sandwich
really?
just looked so good, and it was like $2 a piece. And I was like, "Yeah, give me 7 of those." I went to town on 3 of them. Gave the kids each a couple of them. They're good.
Shit, man, you put it away, bro. 3? Okay, I hear that.
Oh, I'll put away. Chris has seen me make spaghetti, and as Chris says, I can feed an army my spaghetti. It won't last a night.
Shit, you're a one-man army. Look.
He'll make like 10 pounds of fucking spaghetti.
I
Holy
know.
shit.
In all seriousness, I take. The problem is like when
Yeah,
I'm
justify
making
it. Go ahead.
it doesn't look like I'm making a lot. But then once it's cooked, it's like, wow, there's a lot here. But I also make a big, like half gallon of fucking sauce to go with it.
Oh
Ground beef.
shit.
Oh, dude, I go off.
Well,
I
a
make
half
my own
gallon
sauce
is a
from
lot,
scratch.
kind of, when you think about it.
It's I basically take a little bit of picante salsa. I
Mhm.
put it in the mix along with I saute tomatoes and onions and green peppers all chopped up, and then I put in tomato paste
Got you.
all in the salsa, and then I make I would say a little over a kilo of pasta. All at once.
Okay. Copy. Do you mix it all together, or do you serve the sauce on top
Oh
of the
no,
pasta?
no! I literally put it all the pasta in a giant bowl,
And a
Uh-huh.
and then I
bucket.
pour. It's not a bowl.
A fucking
It's a big
trough.
bowl.
In
I
a
will
trough.
It's basically it
I will
is
say- It is a. Chris has seen it. It's a big bowl. It's like a salad bowl, like a serving salad bowl.
you know
My wife
the
bought it.
orange buckets you can buy at Home Depot, the 5
Oh
gallon
my
buckets. It's one of those.
They're $3.98. They're on sale this week.
He dumps everything in there, and then he has to have the help of his neighbors because he's not strong enough to pick it up. And it's like remember the McDonald's salad, the salad shakers back in the day. So they just shake it up, and then he just dumps it into a trough. There's
But
a trough that he
like
has.
you gotta
built.
use tongs to mix this
Feeding
shit in. I
trough.
basically put all the pasta in one bowl, and then I pour all the sauce on top of it and mix it
Oh
in.
shit.
And it's fucking. I mean,
Oh, boy.
I make it about noon, and it lasts till about midnight.
Wowzers.
Because at like midnight, 1 o'clock, I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I'm gonna have a bowl of spaghetti.
Go for it, man. And he, he's turning Mexican by infusion because he puts salsa in the spaghetti. So it's like Mexican spaghetti.
It's all about the chunks. It's all about the chunks. I like to have
Got
you know,
you.
like the
Chunks of the
vegetable
veggies. Yes, copy.
I've started doing that lately. Like when we make tacos or something like that. I've been putting salsa on my because I buy a lot of the I guess that real chunky salsa.
Yes.
Got a
Right.
name to that. But
Yeah.
I buy that the extra chunky or whatever you want to call it. So
Gotcha.
I buy that. I like that. So I've been putting that like last night we make I should say my middle daughter. She makes her own version of Chipotle here at the house.
Oh, nice. All right.
And we had to go to the store, so she had asked if we could have Chipotle, and I'm like, I really don't want to go spend the money. And she's like, no, I want to make my Chipotle. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll just
you go right ahead.
so we'll get the steak and the beans and all that
Nice.
stuff. And
All right.
fucking threw a couple spoonfuls of that in my bowl. I was like, hell yeah. They're like, you put salsa in there, Dad? I'm like, yeah, you should try it.
Yes, it's
Have you
Mexican
seen-
based. Like it's Chipotle. You kind of
Yeah.
go for the Mexican thing. Go for the
Have you
salsa. Why
seen
not?
that trend on TikTok, guys, where it's like they cover their kitchen
This
table
motherfucker is
with
TikTok.
saran wrap? They
No.
cover it with saran wrap and tinfoil, and then they pour.
Oh yeah.
They make the big nachos like for the whole family, and it's just that you don't use a plate; you just pour it on the table.
Yeah, you put all the ingredients on the table and shit, and then you like
Yeah.
dump out a whole bunch of tortilla chips and
Oh
whatnot.
shit.
And
Yeah.
it's just
Really?
like
Oh, dude,
and
it
then
looks
yeah.
dope. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
like a
not
free for all.
20
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the center of your
Okay,
kitchen
I
table
see you.
is filled with just food mixed up, and the whole edge of the table is surrounded by tortilla chips.
That's just
Oh.
that's a
It looks
buffet.
dope.
That's a buffet.
It looked dope as fuck. Like there's not
Wow.
a plate in sight, and to
Yeah.
clean up, all you do is wrap the saran wrap together and throw it away.
Nice.
Yeah, you just fold
Nice.
everything once everybody's all
It
done. you
looks fucking fun.
but at the same time,
I like that.
I think my biggest problem would be is that's a whole lot of wasted food if you don't eat all that and you just throw it all
Yeah,
away.
that's well.
You gotta have like a bunch of people. Mhm.
Yeah, you'd have to have like 15, 20 people. I mean, I saw the one. It was like a 5-person family, and they had
That's
a
cool.
round,
A lot of people is cool.
round
Because-
table,
Yeah.
and they did with spaghetti, and it looked dope as fuck.
Because I can't vouch for you guys, but I grew up poor. I grew up broke, so there was a lot of times I didn't know when I was going to have the next meal, so I don't believe in wasting food.
Oh no,
So
I'm not.
leftovers.
I'm not about
like,
wasting food.
Yeah, we
Like-
rock leftovers. Oh, that's the best.
Yeah,
Hard in the paint. Hard in the paint.
like the
Leftovers
kids,
better than the second day.
Yeah, the kids don't eat leftovers, but I purposely buy
Shit.
meals when
Your
I
ass
cook.
gonna be hungry. Fuck you.
Well, no,
Shit.
they don't. Because they're only here part time. So
Oh, copy.
when I,
Yeah.
when I go to the grocery store and we buy meals, and when we cook, I purposely make more so that there's leftovers. Then when they're not here, I eat the leftovers. So
And you can
tonight-
freeze stuff also. Mhm.
Yeah.
I
So
also,
like tonight
I also
when we're
come
done,
from
I'm
the
gonna
same
go
kind of family that
Chipotle.
literally, if you
Gotcha.
grab, if
fucking
you
Good
grab,
idea.
a, if you grab a bucket of country crock out of the fridge, you don't know if it's butter or leftovers.
Well, there's that too.
Oh,
And
because
I
you
actually
load
have
all,
some
you got your
leftovers.
containers loaded up like
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Shout
I
out to
mean-
leftovers, man.
No,
My
I actually.
wife went out and bought a whole bunch of Tupperware for leftovers and stuff. But I'm still
Mhm.
putting shit in country crock buckets. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
You could use it.
free container. What are you spending $20 on Tupperware? I got a country crock with whipped cream right here, baby. Shit.
The only problem with Tupperware
It's
because
broken
I've
in
got-
already.
I've got a bunch of Tupperware. Is much like socks.
You
The
can't
lid's
find the
just
fucking
The
lid.
lids just disappear.
Lids, I swear.
Keep the set
lids
together,
run
fellas.
from
Wash
this
it and
house.
store it together. Keep the set
You
together,
can.
fellas.
You can do that. all day
Why
long.
not?
But when you go to look for the lid that goes to the top, it's not there.
I don't know why you can't do it.
Oh,
explain to me
shit.
why when I do laundry, and I put 10 socks in there, and then when I fold laundry, I only have 7.5 socks.
Hey,
Oh, I know what it is. You got to
Same
take all the
public
stuff out the dryer, man. You're leaving.
Oh,
No, nothing's in the dryer. Nothing's in the dryer because I
I'm gonna
rotate it.
The one sock.
You can,
You got a sock under your arm.
yeah,
Hey, hello.
I have had
You got a
that
sock
happen
sticking
before.
out his
Put
drawers
on
and shit.
a pair of, like a shirt on or a pair of shorts, and I'm like, "How the fuck is there a goddamn sock in my
Yeah,
short
there you
pocket?"
go. There you go. Mhm.
Hit the corner of your
that
shirts.
happens a lot.
Check the legs.
Well,
No,
when I fold,
constantly buy
You need to use
socks,
fabric
too.
softener, bro.
when I fold and put laundry away, I shake it all out.
Oh, wow.
And I shake it all out because I hang up most of my clothes, and
Yeah.
then I actually fold my clothes. I mean, I waste time folding the kids' clothes, but I still. So it's not like there's. But every once in a
Shit,
great
teach
while,
them
I
to
will
fold,
go-
man. No, I'm joking. I'm
Shit,
joking.
you bet.
They don't know how to
That's
do
what
it
I do
too.
with mine.
There's an old saying: "Choose your battles wisely."
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah, you're right. Fact.
I fight enough
Fact.
fights on a daily basis with them. That's one
Fact.
that I'll just like. As much as I hate folding and putting laundry away, I fold it and then I tell
I'd rather
them to
stand
come
in
get
line
it.
for beating.
That's not bad. So good.
I'd
You
rather
got to
stand
hook
in
them
line
up with a
for
little
beating
something, like you
buffalo.
say. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Right. They'll learn the hard way.
I still yell at them about picking
Which
stuff
group?
up out of the bathroom floor after they take a shower.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the worst.
Oh,
That's the worst.
there's nothing worse than 2:00 in the morning. Because my kids go to the pool every chance they get. And
Nice.
when they get done in the pool, they go in the bathroom and they change and they shower and they, go about the rest of the day. But they don't always put their stuff where it's supposed to be. They don't hang up their swimsuit. So at 2:00 in the morning, I get up, go piss, and I walk through a pile of wet clothes. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's 2:00 in the morning. Now my socks are wet, motherfucker. Oh,
What kind of animal sleeps with socks on?
I literally go until I pass out. So when I go upstairs, I'll forget to take my shoes off until 2:00.
I do. Growl.
And all of a sudden, you'll hear
We already know there's a special
Really?
place in hell reserved for you, Tony. You just keep
Holy
adding to
shit.
it. We already know.
Oh, no, I do it all the
That's
time.
crazy. I don't allow shoes in the house, bro. Take your shoes off at the
Yeah.
front. And what's the name?
Oh,
We don't
no,
allow
no.
shoes. I don't allow
Well,
shoes in my
Some
fucking
of the
house.
feet I seen on TikTok,
Fuck
you might
that.
want to change your mind.
Yeah, amen to that.
It don't matter.
But
I'm saying I have disposables for company,
You're eating
like the
too,
disposable
Tony.
shoe covers. Yeah, I don't. What's the
No,
name
no,
that,
no.
man?
Well, see, I don't have any carpet in my house either, Tony. Or smoke.
Me neither. Me
I
neither.
have all tile floors.
Copy.
So
Me neither. Easy to clean.
and-
I like
and
that.
There's
Mhm.
constantly Legos everywhere.
Oh shit!
I can
You
clean
may
up
want to have
Legos
boots
for
on.
hours. I can clean up
You don't wanna
Legos
step
for
on that
hours
Lego,
and still
man.
Step on one of them motherfuckers.
God
I don't care about like I'm not gonna yell at somebody if they wear their shoes in my house. I'm not too big on that. Just out of instinct. I mean, because when you come in my from my apartment, for instance, when you come in the back door, you come right into the kitchen, and that's usually where I take my boots off. So my boots are usually off before I even come out of the kitchen area, and the kids do the same thing, except for my oldest one, who for whatever reason is convinced that her shoes just belong in the middle of the living room floor. And then I tell her to pick them up, so she moves them 6 inches, and I'm like, they're still.
But now they're together.
Now it's a pair.
She does do that. She'll put them together. Yeah, she'll put them together, but they're still, and I'm like, they're still in the middle of the living room floor. Why? Well, that's that way I'll know where they are in the morning. I'm like, you can put them in the kitchen where the rest of the shoes are, and guess what?
Oh boy!
In the morning, they're still going to be in the kitchen.
You're muted, Jeff. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I said, shit, my boots have been out there in the kitchen since I moved in here. And guess what? Every morning, my boots are still in the kitchen. There's no magic fairy that comes and moves my shoes around at night because they're bored.
The shoe fairy.
Yeah, right. I said, trust me, they're going to be there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I'm not, I'm not too big on, it's just kind of a natural instinct.
Chris Technician, what's good?
When we come in, we take our shoes off and
boots,
stuff. So
boots are
what up, Chris?
Taking off boots at the end of the day is right up there with sex. It's like it's an amazing feeling.
Well, I think it's equivalent.
I'm not trying to be gross.
It's not that good of a feeling. I think it's right up there with this. I think it's equivalent to women taking their bras off at the end of the day.
Okay, I can roll with that. That's fine. Yeah.
That feeling that they have when they take their bra off, it's a similar feeling that I think those of us who, wear work boots or whatever and do whatever. Yeah. It's that similar feeling when you take that first boot off and you're just like,
yeah, it's just amazing. Now see, I wear tennis shoes all day, and like if I come downstairs without shoes on, I feel incomplete. I got to put shoes on.
Yeah.
Even though I don't go anywhere, I go to the store, but other than that, I don't leave my office. But when I go sit on the couch, I take my shoes off, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, I try to take once I enter the house. That's it. Like I have like house shoes, flip flops I wear in the house, specifically designated to house, because I like to be in max mode all the time as well, and I don't like the outdoor stuff being tracked in. But like I say, I just have some area rugs in certain designated areas with furniture on top, but mostly wood floors and things of that nature. But I'm just funny about that shit. Like,
no, you know what?
That was always one thing. Like, I'm like, when I get my own, I'm not throwing any shoes in my goddamn house. I don't want to.
If you still got plastic on your furniture too?
Nah, no leather furniture don't come with that plastic shit. Like, just like fucking. No, what's the name? That's like the 70s. That's the fucking good times era. I remember that shit back in the days. I have pictures. I was actually looking. I'm sorry for cutting you, Jeff.
I had customers.
I was looking at
pictures. I had customers in Charleston. A lot of my older black customers, they used to kill me because they'd have that furniture from back in the 70s still, and they'd have plastic covers on it. And
every time I see plastic on a seat, it just looks like I'm gonna sweat my ass off when I sit down on this fucking.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what, I don't have leather furniture. I don't know how y'all do that with leather furniture. I don't like it. Plus,
I love that shit.
One of the perks of half the time or 75% of the time or whatever, living on your own and being by yourself, there are times where I just walk around my house naked and I'll go lay on my couch or sit on my closet or whatever.
Why not? Why not?
The
king does what he wants in his kingdom.
Hey,
I was
doing
it the other day.
I don't do that because my kids are here 24 hours a day. But the thing about my leather couch versus your cloth couch, if I sit on a cloth couch all like at night, when I get up, it'll be soaked in sweat. because it's
Yeah, but then
Oh.
you stick to the leather couch and everything else.
No, because I
Hey,
my
got a-
skin would if I was shirtless or something, but I don't.
Got a question.
Just keep your
Speaking of sitting
temperature
down.
right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of sitting down and sitting on furniture, this doesn't apply to you, Jeff. But Tony or Smoke, do you have heated seats in your vehicle?
I do, but
Yeah, I used to.
I do. I mean, I live in New York. It's fucking. We get brutal winters, and you got to remember. I didn't purchase that. It's not. I didn't purchase it new, but it was just a feature that came with the car. And and I'm not gonna lie, most of the cars I purchased I just like the leather interior. Like I just like the smooth, the nice feel of the leather interior. So I kind of go with that.
Where I was gonna go with the heated seat thing.
Talk to me, because I do use them in the winter. I do use it, yeah, for sure.
I've never had heated seats, and I know it's summertime. But my back's been bothering me lately, and so I'll turn them on in the mornings on my way into work.
Okay.
You turn gay, don't you?
No, I don't turn gay.
What feeling? What emotions does it give you?
I'm trying to,
How does it make you feel?
It feels fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. So since I've started
Take
using
your time.
my heated seats, it is what it is. I'm just gonna say it. It makes me fart a lot in the car.
Yeah, you know why? Your muscles relax.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't just me.
No, it's just you.
Oh, okay. No, it is you, because I don't.
You
You eat too many beans. You eat too many Chipotle beans.
Yo, Jeff, you turns on them heated seats, it's like Prince looking you in the eyes.
Oh man! Wowzers!
The last couple of days I've had it on, and I'm driving to work, and I'm just like, God damn.
Actually, no, Chris, that window.
No, honestly, it's relaxing the muscles. If you got a lot of stress and tension with them, when you lean back and you get comfortable on that road trip, everything will just smooth out. And not even being
As long as I'm not shitting myself.
Smooth
As
out.
long as I'm not
Don't
literally
shit your
shitting myself.
boxers.
I'm okay. Hey, I'll fart all day long, man.
Yeah, but you're also
it's a
at that
heated
age
seat.
where you probably should not trust a fart.
Yeah, of course, then it's a heated
Oh,
seat. So
shit.
like this
Literally.
morning. Yeah,
Right?
this morning
I mean,
we were
My
I am
driving in.
definitely at that age where I'm walking to the store going,
I'm sorry, Glick,
Should
but I gotta testify to what Jeff said. I literally wait 30 minutes before I leave the house to make sure I don't have no accidents on the way to work.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
like this.
that early morning. No, I might wait to go to the store. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait.
Well, on top of it, because it is a heated seat, and when it's a little bit more potent because it's warmed up when it hits. So like
That hot
this morning,
gas.
so
That hot gas.
this morning we were driving in. I was taking
Oh,
the kids to
shit.
school because they were with me,
All of you who are listening, it's about to go down.
And-
You just opened the door.
and Austin was sitting beside me. She was like, "What is that
God damn.
smell?"
Hot fart.
Listen, he got them heated seats, so when he get out of the car, he hopes it's a windy day so he can air out before he walks
Yeah.
around.
Austin was like, she's
That
like,
shit
"What
gonna
is that
stick with him
smell?"
all day.
I was like, nah.
Skin.
It's gonna look like that
And your
car
beard.
Be Real's podcast where everybody smokes out in.
I was like, I don't know. It's probably the farmers.
I know what you're talking about.
She was like, that's not cow shit, Dad. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
That's lick shit.
Yeah.
That's lick shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
Oh.
clean country air, baby. Don't worry about it.
That was juicy.
Wowzer.
I was just curious. Sorry, that was a curiosity factor that I had. I was wondering if it was just me. Apparently, it is just me. Nobody else has that. But
That
Yeah,
is all
it's just you.
When I had my Escalade, they had heated seats. And
Right.
I literally turned it on during the road trip. I had to turn it off after a while because I was sweating. And if you ever rode in the
Yeah, you
Escalade,
feel like a damn walk.
there's plenty of room for dudes our size. And I say,
oh yeah,
I'm 6'2", and I used to be 245.
Right.
So you sit back, you get all, man, I would lean this way, lean that way. And I got to remember, the truck is 5 times bigger than I am at the very least in all
Yeah.
directions. So I got to
Mhm.
watch. Boy, them heated seats, he ain't lying. In the wintertime, man.
That shit works nice. But you do gotta shut it off after a few minutes, because like I'm not really the type to I don't get the auto start or anything. Like I just start the car
You gotta
If
put
it's
it on
very,
low.
very,
On the
very
first-
cold, I'll
Don't go to
I'll
the
I'll
max.
come
Put
out.
it on the first one, and it'll warm you casually instead of people
Yes.
trying to get super heated.
No, but,
as soon as they step in the
see,
I
the
do
Yeah.
have
difference
the
is
auto
that
start.
if it's full temperature,
I
it'll
don't-
just keep
I don't do
staying warm, and it gets too warm.
I do have
I'll
the
turn
auto
it
start,
off,
but
like
it's,
the- you know.
it's not working. I gotta call the dealership and run it up there and have them see what's going on, because one of the reasons I got the car was because I don't like getting into a cold car in the wintertime.
Oh, I'm with you.
So I wanted the auto start for that feature. Plus, not so much me. I mean, I'll deal with getting into a car because it warms up relatively quick. It's a new car, so I mean,
Yeah.
it warms up. But it's more for the kids when they're here, so they don't have to, because I'm usually waking them up half hour before we got to leave. So I try to let them sleep in as long as they can.
Right.
So I don't want them to have to go get in a cold car and everything like that. They're already still half asleep, still grumpy as shit. So
Yeah.
I was like, let me go ahead and get the auto start for this winter. It'll be nice. But I do got to call them and let them know, hey, my shit's not working, so I can run it up there and see what's going on with it. I just haven't had a chance.
No, but
You got about 3 months. You got about 3 months before it starts to cool off substantially. I would assume. Maybe
No,
2
it's
months for
Ohio.
you. Maybe where you're at. 2 months.
Ohio,
I was gonna
it could
say,
be freezing tomorrow.
In 2
We
months
don't
for you,
know. It just
maybe.
have
I
to
don't
wait for
know.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was
Because
gonna
you
say,
guys are in a different kind of place there.
it's Ohio. I could wake up tomorrow to 3 feet of snow.
Holy
Exactly.
ish. You better make that appointment, bro.
Hey,
Make
and
that
honestly, a lot
appointment.
of auto dealerships, the repair shops, service areas are kind of backed up, so you need to make your appointment ASAP.
Yeah.
Oh
make
no,
the appointment.
I just got to call the dealership that I bought it from,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
then they'll, and like they said, they're like, because I got to get a key fob. I got 2 keys, or the 2 key fobs that came with it, and one
Mhm.
of them was a little wonky. So they're like, just call us. You can drop it off and bring it in, and if anything, so if I have to,
Somebody got him for 2 keys.
yeah. So
Mhm.
if I have to, like they said, if you have to drop it off and we have to do something to it because of the warranty and everything I have with it, they're like, we'll give you a car off the lot. So, so
Yeah.
it's not like I'm
Yeah,
gonna
decode it. Yeah. Decode it,
Oh, no,
reprogram it, and thing you. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the key fob works and everything like that. But you know how on a lot of the key fobs, you hit the little button on the side or on the top, and you can pull like the actual key out of it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That spring on that button is
Doesn't
broken.
work.
That spring.
So-
Yeah. Got you.
Yeah. So they
Mhm.
just
That thing will drive you nuts. I know, yeah.
And
Mhm.
it's only on one of them. I have 2 fobs, so I'm not like sweating it that much. But now that the auto start isn't working on it, then I'll just bang them both out at the same time and be done with it.
Drive to
Makes
Colorado for a couple days, couple hours.
What's that?
Well, you said they'd give you a car off the lot. You're like, I'll take that blue Colorado over there while you guys fix my shit.
Yeah, right.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, they tell you when to come
I'm gonna
back.
Go buy a bunch of
Yeah.
shit, load up this truck.
A lot of time they be like, "Hey, man, we'll call you in
Yeah.
2 days. Depends on how many jobs
Oh.
they have ahead of you."
Yeah, when I had my Cruise, the power steering went out on it, and
That's a bitch to change.
no, it's not because it was a chip. Cars are
Oh.
computer now. Cars are
It's the
computers.
power boost
That's
system
true.
on
That's
them.
true. All my cars are 20 years old.
So there was no power steering fluid or anything like that went into,
Oh, good.
went into my Cruise. So I took it up to Chevy, and they're like, all right, we got to get we might have the chip here. It turned out they didn't, so they had to. And this was been a couple of years ago. It was pre-COVID. And the guy was like, well, we're gonna have to keep it for a couple of days, and they're like, let's go on the lot and pick whatever you want off the lot. And I was like,
That
Can I have the
Cadillac
Corvette?
Escalade looks pretty.
can I have the Corvette? And they're like, all right, not anything. So
Not
I had to-
anything you want.
Yeah, the Corvettes are for Corvette owners that bring the
Yeah.
Corvette. They have to trade an evenish car.
but I
You
did
see that
actually,
Acura NSX over there real quick for a couple hours.
yeah, I did
They're
Looks
like,
actually,
they're like, no, sir.
I
Ah!
But I'm a veteran.
Doesn't that count for anything? Damn it! Come on.
Not when them NSX cost more than my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I did actually, while my Cruise was in the shop, I did actually have a brand new Suburban that I drove around for 2 days. And they're like, oh, before you leave, let's go ahead and run this up to the gas station, and we'll fill the tank for you. And I'm like,
Fuck yes.
I was
Trying
like,
to get you to buy that damn thing.
yeah. I was like, dude.
Yeah, that's
I
what
need
they
to bring
do.
it
They want
back.
you to upgrade. So
Yeah.
how do you
I
like
was
it?
like,
Yeah.
I was like, do I need to bring it back full? And they're like, no, just bring it back on whatever's left in it. I was like, okay, shit.
Bring it back on E. It's on fumes.
Well, some dealerships treat their customers very well, and some
No,
don't.
that is true.
Because say for example, BMW dealership, they want you to put the amount of gas that's in the car. So they're gonna look at everything. They're gonna say, okay, it has a half tank. How many other days you have the car? How many other days it takes us to repair your vehicle? Just bring it back with the same amount of gas.
Yeah.
You know, the rent a car, they go
Well,
around the
I
whole
used-
car, whatever.
Oh yeah, I
whatever.
was gonna say, that's
You
how
know.
they
In New York, you got to deal with the good old.
But they don't
good
think you
old
gas you.
guys.
They don't give you free gas. Those son of a
Well,
no free gas.
I used
Like
to work for a used car dealership, and on the weekends, my boss was like, "Take the dealer plate and take any car on the lot." I was like, "Really?
Nice.
Okay." And he's like, "Just bring it back with the same amount of gas that's in it." And man, he had Porsches and Vets and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Can I take the Vet?" He's like, "Yeah, you got to bolt the dealer plate to it because it's fiberglass car." But yeah, go ahead. And every time I turn around, even though I work there, he's like, how'd that vet go? It's only this much a month. You can afford that. And I'm like, this is why you make me drive these cars. You want me to buy them? He's like, duh. But not only that, I ended up helping him sell a bunch of cars because my buddies would see them and go, dude, where'd you get that?
Shit.
I'm like, oh, we got it on the lot. And then it'd sell that week.
Ooh, I'd be like, commission me, damn it.
Oh, no, I got commission. But
Yeah, commission is getting to drive the cars around all the time for free.
He'd always get these like, because it was a used car lot, so we'd always have like 5.0s and Camaros, and we had one truck that I swear to God it would never sell, but the tires were worth more than the truck itself. But he's like, you should try to get that sold, and I'm like, dude,
ghetto wheels
through it. No, it had 44 super swampers on it.
You got your other window open on your laptop, don't you, Jeff?
No, I don't.
I hear
Okay.
something. Somebody's background.
Yeah, it's clicking a little bit.
It's not mine. But we could not get that thing to sell.
How did you sell it? How did that work out?
We never did sell it. As far as I know, it never sold. It's still sat there.
It's still there to this very day.
It would not surprise me. But it was like a C10, but I mean, you could put your hand through the bed. And the problem was like they had so much money in the truck that nobody would buy it because they were like, the only worth on it is the lift kit and the rims and tires. But I drove the shit out of the truck.
Smart thing to do would have been taking the lift kit and the tires and putting them on another truck. But it's time for break, so shut the fuck up, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for staying on time. I'm proud of you.
7:01. Perfect
I
time.
do. My battery just canceled. We're going to take a real quick break, guys. When we come back, it's Wednesday. It's time for it's time for the deep dive. So when we come back, got some more urban legends for you guys tonight. Maybe a little Slender Man. Maybe one of the most popular urban legends that we all know, little Bloody Mary. And while we tell that story, we need Tony to go into his bathroom, turn the lights off, and do the Bloody Mary experiment for us.
You need Jesus first.
Last time I checked, Jesus wants nothing to do with me. So
I don't play that game.
Y'all let me know. Tony, when you go meet Jesus, we'll be sitting outside the gates waiting for you. Like, hey, Jesus, he with us.
Like he with us.
Yeah, you
ain't getting me all the way out.
But we got Blacktop Mojo, as always, for our break music. Go ahead and check out Blacktop Mojo on all social media and wherever you stream music at Blacktop Mojo. And remember, the boys are on tour right now. So check out their tour schedule, and they might be coming to a town near you. I've got a couple more weeks before I get to see the guys. And I can't wait.
Free tickets.
No, I'm paying for my tickets. I'm debating if I want to pay for the VIP meet and greet, though, because the ticket itself is $18. But it's like $70 for the VIP meet and greet. And I'm like, really, guys?
They got to throw us a bone, man. You know, you do a lot of promo for these dudes.
Yeah.
A lot of promo. They need to be like, hey, man, We in your town.
We're still
Show
not
some
sure if
love.
they know who we are.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. So you may want to meet and greet and say, "Hey, man, we plug your stuff a lot," and they may say, "All right, cool." You know, you get take a picture or whatever, and it's just like future reference. But you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Not saying that we're on the radar, but just like maybe do the meet and greet and just be like, "Hey, man." But at the same time, they may be like, "Really, we're gonna sue your ass because you're using my shit." But it's like, well, I don't have too much, and I do have permission, so it's okay,
I
dude.
do
Oh,
have
okay.
permission from the
Yeah,
lead
I got
singer and the
permission,
bass
dude.
player both. So,
Yep, exactly.
but we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Try a little Blacktop Mojo. This is a little acoustic song for you.
Well, I see your silhouette against the red sunset. The wind blows through my hands. It leads me to the west. Well, I've drifted many days, but still I'm left wondering, will I ever find my way? And I long for that day. Well, I've walked through this land, but I don't understand. I look up to the sky, but still I see no sign. I bow my head and pray, lives anyone listening? And will I ever find my way? And I long for that day, and I long for that day. And what lies on the other side, between the truth and lies? And deep down we wanna know why we live to die. We die. And I long for that day, and I long for that day.
Hell yeah. Well, Blacktop Mojo, why for your ear holes? I love that song. And I like that studio section, what they did with it. Love that fucking song. Well, it's Blacktop Mojo. Check them out on all social media, wherever you stream music at Blacktop Mojo. And like I said, while you're on the social media and all that jazz, go ahead and check us out. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, right here on YouTube and Twitch, when Twitch lets us. But at 6 p.m., you can come and hang out in the chatter's box, shoot the shit with us if you'd like. If you don't want to join us live, or if you can't join us live, don't worry, because we've got you covered there as well. You can listen to us on Spotify and basically everywhere you listen to podcasts at, we are there. So go give Nonsensical Nonsense a search. Give us a listen, give us a like, give us a follow, and if you'd be so kind, give us a share. Don't forget about the email, nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com. And there's a merch store as well at teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. All that jazz. Welcome back to the show. I'm Glick. We got Jeff here. We got Tony here. And the newest member of the group. The newest member to join us on the bench outside of heaven, because ain't none of our asses getting in. And they sure as hell don't want us in hell, so we're just going to be hanging out outside of the gates, getting St. Pete fired and everything else. But the one and only Ace World, a.k.a. Mr. Smoke, is in the building.
Yeah.
I think. He might not be.
Might be in the bathroom.
Give him an introduction. The fucker's not even here.
Yeah, damn.
Canceled. Canceled. He got
So
himself
what
canceled.
deep dives do you have for us to
He got
taste?
himself canceled with his racist comments at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, see, that's what happened.
Okay.
They hang out with racist white people.
Sorry about that.
Become a racist.
But yes, as I said, we are going to jump into this.
Are you ready to dive in to the unexplained, the unknown, the unsolved?
Let's go.
Look at the truth behind some of our strangest mysteries. It's time for Glick's Deep Dives.
And we're still in September, so we are still going down the rabbit hole of urban legends.
Yes.
People want.
I mean, I
Not
want
you.
nothing.
Leave me alone, Cameron. I'm doing a show. And to jump right into it, this is probably one of the newer, and again, these are urban legends that are based in truth or have reality to them. One of the newest urban legends, probably going to be a little bit more popular amongst our kids, was actually created online, but the urban legend of Slender Man.
Oh, yes.
Slender Man was actually born, like I said, on the internet as a so-called creepypasta. It was a contest that Something Awful website put together. Basically, they asked their viewers to design a character.
Just scared the shit out of them.
It's a
Yeah,
freak
so
of
the
mouth.
urban
It's a
myth of
freak
Slender
of
Man
mouth,
was,
seriously, yes.
Yeah, the urban myth of Slender Man was created for an innocuous June of 2009 Photoshop contest held by a website called Something Awful. Users were challenged to take mundane pictures and make them scary by adding realistic imagery of the paranormal inspired by surreal imagings of H.P. Lovecraft. One contestant named Eric Goodson designed a tall, thin, eerie figure, and then Slender Man was born. Eric's harmless creativity was quickly co-opted by countless internet users. Mere days later, someone made a horror film with a found footage type movie and told of young students being stalked by a Slender Man-like figure. New images were made, and a spooky mythos that lived offline was created as well. According to the stories that littered creepypasta forums, Slender Man beckoned children into the forest, where he then ordered them to kill in order to become his proxies. What should have remained an internet meme quickly devolved into real violence, however.
Oh, fuck.
On May 30th of 2014, two 12-year-old girls Morgan Gaser and Anissa Weir, who believed in the scary urban legend, lured a friend into the woods outside of their Milwaukee suburb, where they planned to kill her and leave her as an offering for Slender Man.
Oh, that's fantastic.
They stabbed their 12-year-old friend Peyton 19 times and left her in the woods to die. However, Peyton managed to survive, obviously bleeding from her torso, her arms, her legs. She dragged herself to a nearby path, and she was discovered by a cyclist. Geyser and Weir were both arrested shortly after Peyton was rescued, and both later admitted to the police that they had planned the attack for months, beginning in December of 2013.
Jesus.
Weir claimed that Geyser proposed the idea, which they both believe would earn them entry into Slender Man's home and a position as his proxies. Their belief in the scary urban legend was so complete, and their dedication to please it's so powerful that they used a kitchen knife to try to murder their friend they had known since the 4th grade.
Good God. That's fucked up.
Ow!
The state of Wisconsin, in this case, not playing around, charged both 12-year-old girls as adults.
As well they should have been.
Geyser was diagnosed with schizophrenia. There's a cheap way out from not getting locked up.
That's a bullshit excuse.
And then the jury found Weir not criminally responsible because she suffered from a shared delusional disorder.
Cop
The
out.
kids, though, it's kind of
That's
crazy.
a cop out.
The kids,
But Geyser had been
weird though.
She was
Very
actually
weird.
sentenced to 40 years under institutional care, and all because of urban. They might be kids, but the fact of the matter was,
Crazy.
it was seriously premeditated. They
Yeah,
thought it
for
out.
months they planned it.
You got
They're 12
serious
years old.
premeditated, like you said, and then you also
Mhm.
got they stabbed their ass that many damn times and left in there. How about we take your juvenile ass and just leave you out there tied to a tree like Sin City and see if he showed the fuck up?
Yeah, exactly.
Word.
I'll give you a few nights
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
with no food
Wow.
because you ain't supposed to be there no damn way after an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's that bullshit.
So yeah, it was a cop out. Their lawyers got away with that one, and this is one of those things. Those two little girls, more than likely, down the road, somewhere down the road, we're gonna hear about them doing some dumb shit like this again.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I would hope not. I hope you learn your lesson.
No, but it's not necessarily about a lesson. It's about the fact that if you're willing to, one of the things that I learned a long time ago is when you shoot an animal at a young age, you quickly learn that, oh shit, this whole gun thing ain't a toy. That rabbit disappeared, when I shot it. So when you stab somebody, you notice that, oh wow, that's actual blood. Holy fuck. And the fact that they kept
19
going,
times.
19 times. I mean, that's that. And the first couple times didn't phase them. No.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, premeditated hormonal
Mhm.
puberty.
Tony, I've been through puberty. I never
Fucking
Insanity. Yeah.
I wanted to.
I wanted to.
Insanity.
I'm smart enough to not to do it.
Yeah. I'm just saying they did it. They did it, and they left it there to die, premeditated off of an urban legend. We got to be
They
clear.
planned it for months.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
It wasn't like
you
they
want to kill somebody. That's like from bullying. This was actually a setup.
It
It's
wasn't
Yeah.
like they're
Mhm.
like, oh hey, it's Monday, let's kill our friend on Friday.
Kill our friend because it's Friday. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
I
they-
gotta ask myself, if I was on the jury, what would I do to those kids? Do I want to send them to jail where they're going to go through some shit they'll never forget, or do I want to figure out another way to make them pay? To you two little girls, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I would have took y'all asses right out there in the woods, and I would have tied y'all to a tree and let y'all sit there for a while. That way, you know what she felt like with no help and no way to move.
And I cut you too.
I wouldn't even cut them.
He said, I cut you,
Cover
damn
them
it.
with honey and let the fire ants get out.
I'll cut 'em.
No.
Cut their arms,
Gotcha.
cut their legs, let them sit out there.
I just said I was gonna leave them out there.
Fire
We're gonna see a Slender Man's
Until
real.
it's
Since you
dead.
want to make it, since you want to see him so bad, here we go.
Yeah, you're the sacrifice. You
Fire
hang
up.
out for a couple of days.
I fuck with him, but hanging out in the woods.
No, I'm gonna leave a
Yeah.
cell phone. He can let me know he showed up.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, gentlemen, from the newest, most recent urban legend to one of the oldest, probably one of the most well-known urban legends. We've all grown up. Some of us may or may not have tried this. You know, it's a favorite at slumber parties and sleepovers and all that jazz. The urban myth of Bloody Mary
Never done it.
actually
you're
comes
dumbass
from a
ass.
real woman with a bloody history. There's two stories to Bloody Mary. This one is probably one that's told most often as far as the true story, but virtually, as I said, virtually every young child raised in the Western world is familiar with the scary urban legend of Bloody Mary. Tony, get your mirror. Turn your lights off.
No.
Come on. Come on, Shaggy.
Fuck that. I was born at night. It wasn't
Don't be tired.
Like Zoinks is Bloody Mary, man. But the Bloody Mary myth that has repeated the name Bloody Mary in a cramped closet into a mirror of a dark bathroom will summon the vengeful spirit of a real woman, Queen Mary I of England. Some are adamant that Mary's name must be uttered 13 times, whereas others claim you only have to say her name 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
Yeah, some claim that her spirit appears as a woman holding a dead baby, while others insist that she will come after you or your own children. But the terrifying tale is rooted in medieval history and begins with the birth of the first Queen of England, Queen Mary I, the eldest surviving child of King Henry VIII. Mary did not fulfill her father's desperate lifelong hope for a male heir. She was thus ignored by him and declared illegitimate by the Parliament.
Oh, that's that bullshit. That's how she got here.
Mm-hmm. Her life was plagued by pain in addition to isolation, according to Giovanni Micheli, the ambassador to her court. Mary experienced terrible menstrual pains and irregularity in her cycles, as well as deep bouts of depression.
Because of stress.
Nonetheless, Mary managed to take the throne at 37 after marrying Philip of Spain and became pregnant with his child. But when her due date came and the baby didn't, the country was in shock. Mary had appeared pregnant, but after her due date came and went, her pregnant belly disappeared as well. The false pregnancy coincided with Mary having just signed an act into law known as the Marian Persecutions, in accordance of which 240 men and 60 women were burned at the stake for being Protestant.
Religious wars. Keep going.
The despondent monarch came to believe that she had been punished by God for her actions and died childless at 42. Besides the sad story of the real Bloody Mary of England, there are other more paranormal tales that inspired the scary urban legend of Bloody Mary. Perhaps most famous is the tale, and again, this is the one I was going to actually touch on, of a witch named Mary who was said to have been executed for studying black magic. According to this legend, Mary would appear in the mirror during divining rituals in medieval times to seek vengeance. Some believe this mirror witch kills her summoner upon arrival, while others claim that she drags her victims through the reflective portal into her world.
I thought she came out the mirror, but okay.
Yep. Verifying the legend of Bloody Mary, however, is easy enough. Simply look into a mirror and chant her name.
Y'all go ahead.
Dare, Tony D.
Go ahead.
You go ahead. I'll wait here.
Bunch of chicken shits.
Fucking
Hell
A.
no. Hell no.
Because you know what'll happen? My dumbass luck is it would be true. No, that ain't funny. That's just fact. Like everybody else could do it 400 times, it won't work. But I do it.
Let's see how much you really don't give a shit. Go do it.
Yeah, go for it.
I've done it.
We'll wait here.
You done it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That bitch came out the
I'm not
mirror.
surprised.
That bitch came out the mirror. That's eat my booty like groceries, whore.
There you go. Without the heated seats.
I got it all sauced up and warmed up for you.
Let's go get the
How you like them apples, Bloody Mary?
Nasty, nasty.
No, I have done it. Nothing's happened, obviously, but there's also a story that says that she's trapped inside the mirror. When she shows up, she basically tells you she can read your most inner desires and wants and stuff, and she tells you if you complete a task, which usually involves harming somebody else, then you will get your one wish, your one desire, or whatever.
I've never heard that version. I've never heard that one.
But she's only doing that because she's trying to find a quote unquote innocent, pure soul that will swap places with her inside the mirror.
Okay.
You want me to go up there and say some shit like that?
I need to show you something.
I didn't show you something.
He's bringing the mirror over. I need to show you something while bringing the mirror over.
It's a mirror.
Look at this mirror.
I saw in the mirror, Pop. Who is this lady? She looks crazy. She just said it's Mary. She wants to speak to you for a quick minute, Pop.
Yeah, right?
Holy
Yo, that's crazy.
You're
Say
But
hi.
yeah, like I said, Bloody Mary is probably one of
This
the.
boy can rap faster than Eminem.
Okay.
Parenting
What were you
goals.
saying?
What? No, Bloody Mary, like I said, Bloody Mary is probably one of the oldest, most recognized. Everybody has, at some point, heard, whether they were a part of the scary storytelling, daring your friends to do it, or you've heard of, oh, well,
My
so
buddy
and so did it.
and
Yeah,
that's why he's never around anymore. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
this motherfucker just moved to Oregon.
Mhm.
Like I
Fried
said,
chicken time.
it's
Yo,
fine.
that's crazy.
But like I
That's
said,
crazy.
you could do it 400 times and it won't work for you. But the one time I do it, I get fucked up. Bloody Mary fucking with me. Of course, I would be much like Chris. We're like, come on, just give me a hit. It'll be fun. Don't worry about it.
She may bring you a drink. Like
Maybe.
is that what where does it? I was gonna ask her.
Yeah.
Well, when Glick comes back, I was gonna ask like
Bloody
where
Mary
does
drink
the
come from?
yeah.
Chris,
Glick, we have a question.
What's that?
Does Bloody Mary drink come from the legend, or is it just?
Where does the drink originate? Just curious. Is there any tie? Is there any correlation to that urban legend as far as the drink is concerned? Just curious. We were just thinking about it.
I don't know. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Or is it the fact that it's just red and they needed a funny name?
I'm just thinking that. Yeah,
I've
I'm
never
thinking.
put
That.
It says the creation of Bloody Mary, the drink, is often credited to Ferdinand Piotte in the 1920s while a young bartender at Harry's New York bar in Paris.
Oh, okay, that's that. No correlation between the folk
Yeah, it doesn't
legend,
say.
urban legend. Okay.
Maybe that
How
was
do they
his
call it?
dream. Maybe that
Many-
was his wish.
many believe the drink-
She's like, I'll grant you a wish.
Yeah, many believe that the drink was later dubbed a Bloody Mary after Queen Mary Tudor, and her particularly bloody reign over England in the 16th century. However, a 1934 ad noted by Esquire states that entertainer George Jessel named the drink after a friend, Mary Haggerty. So, yeah, nothing to do with the Bloody Mary urban legend.
Okay. I just was checking up. Okay. That question might be on a lot of the viewers' mind. They may, like think about that.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get
Well, I
clarity
mean,
on
it
that.
does have the same name. So.
That answers that.
Yeah,
That's a hell of a question, honestly. I think it's a hell of a
That
question.
really is a hell of a question because I've never had a Bloody Mary, and there's so many different variations of
Me
the
neither.
Bloody Mary drink.
Nasty.
I mean, it just sounds gross. I don't like V8. I don't want
love
to.
it.
I don't want you to smash half of a fucking cheeseburger into a drink. I don't want bacon in my drink. I don't want.
I forgot about that version of it.
It got bacon in it.
They got
Are
Bloody
you
Mary.
serious?
They got donuts. They put
I can show
glazed
you a
donuts
picture in
in
a
them.
second. Hold on.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, they put glazed donuts and everything. in them.
That's not how it began. I'm sure it began with basic
No,
liquid
it was
before
like
solids
tomato
got
juice.
introduced, right?
Like if I think of a Bloody
Yeah.
Mary, I think of tomato juice, a little bit of alcohol in it, and a celery stick.
That's what it basically was.
That's a Bloody Mary.
So now we're adding ingredients. We're turning it into a appetizer
Yeah, well,
now.
That comes down to all these fucking mixologists trying to be
Fucking-
badasses.
Yeah, fucking liberal drink bartenders. Get your ass out of here
I'm
with
gonna
that crazy
I'm gonna
shit.
go on record and say Smoke said that, not me.
I said that. Yeah, it was me.
Well,
I said it. I said it, and I'm gonna live up to it. Okay. I prefer my drinks a little more conservative. Just stick with the basic origin of the drink. All right. Not change it after because you feel it's convenient. You're not just gonna change it and relabel it when you want to.
Well, away from Bloody Mary,
Mhm.
onto another urban legend.
Okay.
The urban myth of England's phantom social workers
Oh shit.
who steal vulnerable children.
Whoa.
What? The most upsetting of urban myths typically involve children, and England's phantom social worker phenomenon is a prime example. The legend began in the 90s when British newspapers started reporting on unidentified men posing as social workers and taking children from their homes for an evaluation.
How would they know? Oh, I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
According to legend, one man who would be accompanied by several women would masquerade as a social worker. He would enter and inspect homes for safety and examine children for signs of abuse, and then whisk the children away, never to be seen again. The urban myth has spawned such hysteria that it spurred local law enforcement in South Yorkshire to create a task force to investigate the claim in 1990. The so-called Operation Childcare received more than 250 reports of this type of abduction. As a result, though, only 2 proved to be valid. One of those was a report of Anne Wiley, who claimed that a woman pretending to be a social worker suddenly appeared at her home after her 20-month-old son had been hospitalized for asthma. The woman had no identification, was accompanied by a man waiting outside, suspicious. Wiley demanded more information. The strange woman placed her son's medical records on the table, but after the couple left, Wiley was able to confirm that they were not social workers after all. Despite this chilling account and its 4 years as an active task force, Operation Childcare didn't make a single arrest. Instead, authorities blamed the press for hyping a small legitimate problem into a large-scale paranoia that then spawned into an urban legend. Imagine that. Hello, 2022, where our media and our news feeds into the mind of the weak and vulnerable, and they believe everything they hear on social media and news platforms and in the newspaper. Nonetheless, there were
That's
at
the
least
world we live
2
in.
groups of individuals who were actually abducted children by posing as social workers. Authorities believe these were vigilantes who believed that it was their duty to protect children from abuse in the wake of a major child abuse scandal in the 80s. The scandal involved pediatricians Marietta Higgs and Jeffrey Watt. The 2 doctors had developed a diagnosis test to detect sexual abuse in children, which involved probing the area around the child's anus. Naturally, this traumatized more subjects than it saved.
You would think?
Who would co-sign this shit?
These are 2 doctors in England. Dozens of children were referred to a Middlesbrough hospital as a result, with a record of 24 children being admitted in one day. In total, they had removed 121 children from their homes and incorrectly identified 94 of them as abuse victims. It's no wonder that in 1991, a year after the Phantom social worker scare, that legislators implemented the Child Act, which enforced strict regulations for social workers. At least this urban myth spawned a positive real-life action.
That's that bullshit.
Unbelievable. At least there was a positive real life reaction that's like, prevented that kind of foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. Wow.
And like
unbelievable.
As that says, it was basically that urban legend, that myth was all brought on
by the media.
I mean,
by hype, media hype,
Yeah,
like wow, false
yeah.
media,
By
fake news.
exactly.
We don't need it, do we?
Nope. Don't believe the hype.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was 100% brought on by
fake news.
CNN.
Fake news.
You are fake news.
False and fake. You are fake news.
Yeah, that's right.
Facts. Unbelievable.
Let
me give them one of these. Fake news.
Yeah, that's what they need.
Shame on you, fake news.
Definitely need to slap all you who mess with the kids like that. You need your asses with.
Yeah.
Oh, more than that.
And that view is mine.
That's just a starting.
They want to ride with them. I think if you mess with kids, you need your asses with. Fuck you.
Anybody that mess with kids need to be handed over those two 12-year-old girls that stabbed their friend.
I kind of agree with that.
I mean,
that's the community
you want
service.
to put them two girls to use.
That's the community
here,
service.
Girls, try to find Slenderman. Play with this one.
Community service. Let's do that. That's the community service for you.
Oh, wow.
Two problems, I fixed both right there.
Good
we
job.
could have them as the stabbers.
Yeah.
You take 19 stabs in the circle, like the whole community, the whole neighborhood surrounds you, on public trial. We get to watch them give you 19 stabs, shall I say.
Since they already got it
in front of the town square.
Don't mess with the kids.
We almost need that back, like the whole public humiliation for stupidity.
Yeah.
Back in the day
think
when
so.
they put something in the stocks, like that's what we need nowadays. Where you can throw old lettuce at people.
Hey, had to go Game of Thrones.
No. Fuck yeah.
We're bringing it back to the medieval times, bro.
In all seriousness, a lot of stupidity would be stopped right away because nobody wanted to be walked through the town naked while somebody screamed shame.
Yeah, but you do realize in the medieval times, in the early times of America, you could be murdered, burned at the stake, stoned to death, medieval torture, just off of an accusation with no proof whatsoever.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying putting people out there without trial.
You could
For sure. Look into
They
Rosewood.
They would put them on trial. Look at the Salem witch trials.
Well, okay. To be honest,
Yes,
I'm talking
that
about
too.
a real trial like now. Like Amber Heard need to be put in the stocks.
You have a real hard on for that case.
It's the one time in history that a man was proven right. A man won an argument against a woman.
The first and the last time. Big up to that dude, man.
OJ did a pretty good job of winning an argument.
Oh, good job.
OJ did a real good job of winning an argument.
Yeah.
Cut that bitch's head off and still get away with it.
Did you see the video?
Oh, wait a minute, Jack.
He's walking down the street, some lady's like, "Hi," and shakes his hand. He's like, "I've never shaken hands with a murderer before." And he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they're like, "Does that bother you?" And he's like,
Oh, Lord.
It's crazy to
Opinion radio, man.
Yeah, it's crazy to dive into some of these. And again, this is a world I live in. I love the paranormal, the urban legends, and unsolved, true crime, whether it's unsolved or solved, serial killers and stuff like that. But when you get into the world of urban legends, and you're able to dive into them a little bit more and see that most of them are based in truth, based in reality.
That's the scary part.
Or have spawned or created something terrible
Right.
a terrible reality, much like the Slender Man case or
Yeah.
the phantom social workers in England. You know, at the end of the day, it was brought on by the media. The media hyped it so much.
Social media for Slender Man, I'll give you that.
Well, social media, for Slender Man,
Social
but the
media's a
media,
whole-
Media
the
as well.
media,
Mhm.
the media, the news media is what spurred the phantom social workers. Now, Bloody Mary, by all accounts, was based on a real woman who obviously had some issues, but the legend of go stand in front of a mirror, whatever, was just kind of developed over the years of people telling the story of Queen Mary the First, and was like, well, let's make it scary type
Right.
deal.
It becomes that game of telephone. You know, where it started out, I had a white little puppy, and it turns out he had a rabid pit bull.
Yep.
You know,
Much like
by the end of the story.
Much like I told you guys, it kind of touched at the beginning of this. I mean, in the 20s or 30s, there was a murder in Texarkana, right there at the border of Texas and Kansas.
Arkansas.
Arkansas, sorry.
Those are
Arkansas.
States are hard.
That I think he murdered
Public school education.
4 or 5 people.
Words are hard.
Yeah, that were Lover's Lane. Well, from that one true event in the 60s and 70s or whatever, you start getting told the stories of the man with the hook hand.
The hook.
The girl and the boyfriend and girlfriend are in the car making out, and she freaks out, and the boyfriend gets out of the car to go see what's going on. He never comes back. Throughout the night, she's hearing noises on the car. She winds up passing out, and when she gets up in the morning, he's hung upside down, he's murdered, and it's his hands dragging, or it's his feet dragging, or whatever. But that spurned from that. And I mean, there's been movies. There was and it came out in the 70s. I think it was called The Town That Feared Darkness or something. The Town That Feared Night. And it was based off of Texarkana murders. And that guy was never found. They never found.
Did that mess up the I'm sorry, but did that mess up the scene for the guys like trying to get their groove on?
Well,
like
that's
it
what
became
it
an
was.
urban legend. Like, oh man, I can't even go to Lookout Point, and
Well, and that's what it was.
It was used as a deterrent.
Because some
course.
urban legends
Go to Lookout Point.
Some urban legends.
Yeah, it was just made up by somebody's dad that had like 4 daughters and shit. 4 hot daughters.
Fuck my daughter.
4 hot daughters. Let me put a hook on my hand and go fuck somebody up real quick. We'll have none of that.
Some urban legends, a lot of urban legends are meant to teach a lesson. Like there's the story of the young lady, whether she, it's different variations, but she leaves the bar, she leaves work, whatever. It's late at night, she gets in her car, she's driving her home. Well, somebody's behind her and they run right up on her bumper and they're flashing their high beams, they're flicking their lights, they're honking their horn at her, everything else. She's freaking out. She tries to outrun them, depending upon how the story goes. She tries to outrun them. Said person is able to keep up with them. She tears ass into her driveway, jumps out screaming. Her husband or her parents or whatever come running out. At the same time, this person in the car behind her is jumping out, and he yanks somebody out of the back seat. There was a murderer in the back seat that was going to kill her. Other variations of the story are she outruns the vehicle, and she's discovered the next day with her head cut off. Moral of that story is, young ladies, if you're working late or if you're leaving somewhere late at night, always check your back seat. You always have to be safe.
Yeah.
I got to give you that one. Even with
there's the new thing. Have you seen the new thing where, like, if on the back, like if you drive a 4-door vehicle as a female, and on the back passenger side door handle is a zip tie. It's like a message to kidnappers that this one's easy to kidnap.
Really?
It's a message. It's a message. They say it's for traffickers that if there's a zip tie, it's a vulnerable female by herself.
Wow.
They have that, and I think in the 90s.
That's crazy.
I think it.
I just saw that the other day.
I think it came about in the 90s for a gang initiation. What they would do is
flash the headlights.
well, they would put a car seat
Mm-hmm.
on the side of the road or something, and when
Oh.
the woman, when if it was a woman that stopped, they would rape and kill her. If it was a man who would stop, they would just beat and kill him. They would try to get you to stop. Again, the headlights, like Tony said, another urban legend. If you see a car driving at you at night with their headlights off, don't flash your high beams, because if you do, then that's part of a gang initiation. And I believe that actually started in the 60s, maybe 70s, I think.
Yeah, I heard about it in the
and then
90s.
I heard about that in the 90s.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they would turn around, chase you down. It was a gang initiation. They would chase you down and murder you.
Come on, motherfuckers. Come on.
Again, whether or not it was actually true or whether or not it actually happened, it's one of those things, because not all urban legends are meant to, yes, they are meant to scare you, but they're not meant to be scary. Like
No,
urban,
they're meant for you to think about your
Yeah.
actions and
like
your
Bloody Mary,
vulnerabilities.
or Candyman or stuff like that. There's some of them are meant to teach you a lesson. There's a lesson in
Teach you a
morality.
lesson with all absolution. I agree.
Yeah, kind of, like with the hook hand and stuff. You don't want your kids out there having premarital sex and being all loosey goosey. So you tell them, if you go out to Lover's Lane at night, the hook man's
The
gonna get
hook.
you, or or so
The
and so, there's so many urban legends, and trying to just hit 3 or 4 of them a night and then have discussions about them every Wednesday, and trying to decipher urban legends
Versus
from
reality.
from paranormals, ghost stories, or from cryptids like Mothman and Chupacabra, or this, that, and the other thing. And I just wanted to do these types of urban legends that some have some truth behind them, some of them may not, some of them just, hey, stop being a whore.
Literally,
Stop being a whore.
No make out
Stop
point
being a
for
slut.
you.
Yeah.
No hookup lane. Lovers, whatever the hell you call that
Don't be
joint.
a dumbass and stop because you see a fucking car seat on the side of the road.
No.
Mind your business. Stay in your fucking lane. That's not your problem. That's somebody else's problem.
Exactly. No, you literally,
There's
as
the
you
car
drive by
seat
doing
there.
95, you call the cops. Hey, there's a car seat there. Gotta go.
My thing is, like, if there's not a car around it,
Yeah.
if you see the car seat and this is the car seat, then where's the car at?
Yeah, 'cause that's my
Where
thing.
did this
Like,
stuff from? Somebody must have been throwing it in the garbage. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's evening time or if it's dark, I'm not stopping my car
No.
for a car seat. I'm gonna
For what?
in today's day and age.
No.
We have cell phones. Back then when the stories originated,
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no
we didn't
cell
have.
phones and shit.
True.
But
True.
today I'm gonna pick up my cell phone. I'm not gonna call 911 because you don't have to call the emergency line. But I'm gonna call the department and say, hey, there's a car seat at 21st and Church Street. A little weird, a little awkward. If you guys want to check it out, check it out. If you don't, you don't. I've done my job.
has a bell.
Your daddy's a chump.
Don't laugh at the WWE superstar.
WWE superstar with the TNT belt.
He's the greatest wrestler you'll ever see.
He reminds me of the mouth for the South, Jimmy Hart. His promotion, he's promoting like crazy. What else? What else? Give us some more. Give us some more.
He does wrestle machi cheese like nobody else.
Yeah, he does.
And all
He
you
is
do
the
is
greatest.
just walk around watching TV, eating
king.
popcorn, and getting weak. So you can't even wrestle and get a belt like this. The belt that you have is fake. Daddy's real.
I think you've
I'm
been
coming to
called
Georgia.
out, Chris.
I'm coming to Georgia,
I was gonna say,
and
I
you're gonna
think
get
you've
a
been
and you're
called
gonna get a
Yeah, you're
you're
still
gonna get
gonna
a
get
Glick
a fake
stunner.
belt.
You're gonna get a Glick stunner, Jason.
Hi,
You guys
Daddy,
gonna get one too. I'm handing everybody out stunners.
You still can't be.
It's
Daddy.
Stunnermas. Mary Stunnermas, you sons of bitches.
It's gonna be fake. So you better start drinking water before all that water.
I'm gonna
goes
eat
in
my
that
spinach. I'm
liver
gonna eat my
yours.
spinach.
He's too young for Popeye. I don't think.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Popeye's
I've been
not
watching
really a thing
Popeye.
anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna
real?
eat my
Okay,
spinach.
well,
Yeah.
there you go.
You
Mary
like spinach?
Stunnermas. Mary
Round
Stunnermas.
5.
That's all I gotta say.
He knows the Spider-Man theme song. He been watching Popeye.
Yeah, that's true, right? Yeah. The old Spider-Man theme song. You got me.
And
Yeah.
also, before I leave, one more rose. Stop making up lies. Before
Glick-
no one wants
it-
to make you
it's
fake
the-
belts so you can gloat around fakely.
It's the Glickmas massacre. And I'm stuffing your
That's
stockings with
wrong.
Stunner, and that's the
That's
bottom
actually
line. Oh, hell yeah.
Promo.
It's actually weighted, unlike your belts,
Mine's weighted too.
and unlike your brain.
You're going to see how weighted it is when you see the imprint on your daddy's big ass bald head.
I wrestle
Sounds
you
like
and
a
I
belt shot.
easily because
The
you're
newest
weak.
urban legend is going to be the urban legend of Glick, handing out stunners.
That is an urban legend though. It's called Sasquatch.
Sasquatch with a belt.
The Glickmas massacre.
The daddy's
That's pretty good. I ain't
fine.
gonna lie. The Glickman's message.
The daddy's fine. The daddy champion.
He's working on being a manager.
Listen. He got the intro. He got my intro. Anytime we do Slam TV, I swear.
Yeah.
Yo,
Right here. Glicky Claws got you a gift. Open it.
Blicky claws.
He's got the intro down. Jeez, I did not see that coming. He got the intro down pat.
Glicky Claws came and Stunner my whole goddamn family.
Oh man,
He was too much, man. Yes, you are.
that's crazy.
You're
He
okay.
came in
Yeah.
hyped too, man.
He's
He
working
was
and he's
pissed.
working. Yeah, he came in bringing the belt. He's training that man
That's
and
it.
being the
I've had enough
manager.
of this.
Listen, remember Soul Train on Biker Boys? That's him. That
Oh man, crazy.
is. Doing something, Trendon.
He came in saying, "Keep talking shit, Chris. I'm gonna fuck you up, boy."
I get new.
It's all fun and games until you're face to face with the real champ. And then reality sets in. I ain't an urban legend. I ain't an urban
You're the
legend.
urban legend.
I ain't an urban legend. I ain't no myth.
You
I'm
are
the
a
goddamn. I'm the
There it
damn
is. I heard it.
real.
legend.
I'm real deal. I'm the boogeyman. You better look for me under your bed at night.
What do
Look
you
for me
mean
in the
you
closet.
feel-
Out of nowhere.
You're gonna be
Stunner
from
City.
Bam Bam Bigelow. You're gonna change from Bam Bam Bigelow to Slender Man. Keep it up.
Yeah. Stunner's out of nowhere. You just walking around enjoying your life, eating some Chick-fil-A. You're on your chin.
He ain't no Bam Bam Bigelow. He's more
You're
like
the first
Captain
chick on
Candyman.
aisle 6. Claire.
Clean up on aisle 7.
Look to the body good, you some bitch.
How good is this? Daddy has a match to take.
What?
I'm
You
getting
say
it
you
ready
have to
because I'm his manager.
Yeah,
He's
you
my
know
manager
these
now.
things,
He's a manager,
He's
so he's
like
booking your
10%, boy.
matches. You got a match lined up already.
He's like, I'm gonna get
Is
my
he
10%.
setting? Is he booking?
Listen,
Yeah, right.
He'll smoke. He gonna start walking up. Ladies and gentlemen.
Introducing.
Your
Oh
manager's
my
gonna-
goodness.
your manager's gonna mess
Saturday.
around and-
You have a
Saturday before the show, it's just Jason going, and introducing.
Yeah.
Daddy has a
Mhm.
match with The Rock.
You
When?
better be careful before you
Yeah.
mess around and get
He
an
said what
atomic
he
weapon.
You got it.
Now he's booking matches on the fly right now.
Daddy Prime versus The Rock.
Daddy.
He's he's
You better
booking
be-
matches on the fly.
You better
He's
be
got
careful.
juice.
You better be careful,
Yo.
Jason. You're gonna wind up with an atomic wedgie, a noogie, and a wet willy.
Silly.
You're gonna
All
get a
in one
stunner.
move.
You're gonna get a stunner and a people's elbow. Making-
Special.
oh man,
Yeah.
my man booking matches already. Wow.
Right?
The views expressed of that little boy is some of his own. I know I got to take responsibility for most of them.
Yo, that is crazy. That's crazy. Big up the
Daddy
promotions,
Prime. You
man.
thought that smoke Daddy Prime.
Facts.
Gotta work that one.
Big up the promotions, man. It's all about promotions. It's all about pushing the product, man.
It's the Father God.
That's part of the intro.
Father, and he's a god at wrestling.
Woo! Some
Father
pretty strong
wrestling
accusations.
God.
He's gonna give Tony a big head. That's all All of a sudden, Tony's going to think he's badass.
Hey, Jeff, that's how he got here. That's how he got here. Hell.
Oh, got him. Oh man, y'all crazy. That's crazy.
That was pretty good. Actually. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
Cover your mouth.
that was a good segue right there. That was cool. That was cool.
Took it over me too. I had people messaging me. He is off the chain. I said, I know.
Next thing you know, people be knocking on Tony's door. So I guess we're supposed to wrestle. Tony's like, wait, what? No.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wait, I have a good one to tell him.
Next time, save it. You can't do it all at once. I want you to get that.
Yes. Spread it out. Spread the material. Spread the material. Don't blow all the promos in one shot.
Yeah.
Gotta spread the material out for real.
My name is Paul Heyman.
Yo, he's watching some managers. He's learning that game somewhere.
I've been watching. Trust me, Lance, he'll lay on the couch and go to sleep while I'm watching wrestling, so I know where he got it from. Jeez, McQueeze, this little joker here.
I ain't never hit a kid with a stunner before, but there's a first time for everything.
All right,
Keep talking. Keep talking.
I ain't ready to stereo either. Keep it up.
Yeah. You know, I got blocked and loaded. I got one for you too, Pops.
Okay.
Old man, fuck around and break your hip.
Hey, F5. Do not think you can't get the spin and Rooney on yourself.
Spinner Rooney.
I want to see you do a spin and Rooney and pop up and not break something. That's what I want to see.
Me too.
Dislocated elbow,
Tony's gonna go.
sprained knee.
Hey, yo, good. Hey, yo, this ball spot is real, bro.
Oh
He's gonna
man.
get squatted down to do a spin and Rooney. I'm just gonna grab a beer and lean back and go, yep, he's about
The
to break
biggest
something.
jokes of breakdance.
Pinch nerve.
Go back. You know what I'm saying? Practicing head spins will do this to you.
Halfway through a spin and
One
Rooney,
too many head spins.
Too many head spins. That's an urban legend for your ass.
Click my hip, call 911. Hit your medical alert button. Tell them you fall.
Watch these kids now. I'm like, damn, all y'all gonna be born in 10 years.
That's crazy.
Tony, I really don't think I have anything to worry about baldness.
Well, you haven't done any.
You need to do some more head spins.
Yeah, do some more head spins.
I don't fucking. Do I look like I'm done? Like I'm the head spin type? You see me? Do you think I'm on the street popping and locking, doing the robot, spinning on my head?
Head spins.
No, but I
Spin a
was
Rooney.
paid to see it.
No, I'm out.
Ooh. It may not be worth the money, but it'll be worth the laugh.
No, I'm out wandering around in forests and neighborhoods, scaring people, looking like
And
Sasquatch.
mirrors.
On them streets, Sasquatch out. The legend lives.
I'm just wandering. I'm just nonchalantly walking through the forest, minding my own business. Oh my God, it's me.
People take pictures going, I saw
I'm just going to the store. Like,
You know when you find a Blair Witch, I'm waiting on that shit.
oh,
We
word.
can go, man. We can go.
We ain't seen her yet. I ain't
We
looking
can go. You ready to go? You want to go camping, Tony?
Go ahead.
Come
Go
on,
ahead.
come with us.
I'll
Come
be here
with
when you
us.
get back.
Come on, Tony.
Me and Jeff already told you we're gonna leave the engine running.
I'll be in the truck.
Yeah.
waiting for you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you and Jeff said we're pussies.
We didn't say we pussy. We said we ain't stupid.
You said I'm.
Hey,
My name is Tony, and I'm a pussy. And Jeff said,
hey,
My
I
name
am
is-
what
my
I
name is
am.
Glick.
So
And I want to see if I can come back from death. Let us know when you
Jeff, you crazy.
I'll come back from death. Death don't scare me.
All
Death
right,
fears
Thanos,
Glick.
go ahead.
Death fears Glick.
Hush.
I told you, hell's got a restraining order on me.
Hashtag still waiting.
Banned.
I'm still here. I shouldn't be here. I'm still here, so something's not right.
They're like, don't punch his. When he gets to the gate, don't punch his ticket, please.
Yeah, send his ass back. Keep trying to come in. Send him back. This is the 4th time in 40 years. Send him back.
Yeah, your money's no good here, sir.
Yeah, we don't like your kind around here. What the fuck you mean, my kind?
Your kind. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we don't like you people. What do you mean, you people? You don't like glick? That's racist. That's some racist ass bullshit.
Oh God, we got all day on that shit.
This is glickism at its finest.
Glick. With that being said,
You're glickist.
your glickness.
Your new king has arrived. Get the fuck out. We done told you. Go back.
Oh Lord.
We don't like your kind around here, boy.
You got a burger mile. Wait, what?
Gonna learn today.
That's where Tony's going when he dies. What's my God?
Listen, if I go to heaven or hell, I'm nervous. I got people on both sides I got to answer to. I'm gonna just go ahead and admit.
That's why you're just gonna hang out on the bench with us.
Yeah.
Like, Tony, we're gonna save you.
Dude, what movie was that? It wasn't The Matrix. What's the other one where they was stuck in between life and death? On Ghost, when he was on the train with that dude from the Civil War. That shit terrified the hell out of me.
Slide over, Pete. Make room for Tony.
Yeah, make room for Tony.
We don't call St. Pete anymore. He's just Pete because we got him fired.
He sneaks
Jeff and I got him fired.
Oh shit.
Unbelievable.
Now Frank's head of the pearly gate, which works out great. Frank, remember when I let you live with me rent free, bud? Let you hang out on the wall? He's like, don't worry, like I got you, Peter. Calm down. Calm down, Sasquatch.
He brings Monster Energy drinks.
Yeah. St. Pete's mad as hell because we got him fired. Just waiting on Tony. Just waiting on Tony.
Talking shit.
Smoke's gonna get up there and go, yep, I'm with them. Never mind.
This is a,
Smoke is gonna sneak in and we ain't gonna know shit.
That's the fucked up part. He'll be on the other side of the
jumped
gate
over the
going,
gate.
"Hi,
He jumped over the gate.
Classic New York style. I'm climbing this motherfucker. The hell with this shit.
Yeah, fuck that line. I ain't waiting on that line. There's got to be an easier way in here.
Exactly. Monkey
We're gonna
ball.
walk around that note.
Chris
On
and I
that
are
note,
gonna
but
El
let me
Chapo fucking tunnel our way.
We won't know until Smoke comes to the back of the fence and yells, hey, Click, come here.
Yeah, you're like, yo, right here. Right here. But on that note, I gotta sneak out, fellas. It's my carriage turns to a pumpkin 8 p.m. ish. I got a previous engagement with my lady. We're gonna have a nice little dinner thing. You know,
Appreciate you coming through, bro.
get my nutrition. I appreciate you guys for having me. I tried to segue my way into the exit. Comes, I'm like, all right, it's like playing double dutch, like jump in, jump out.
Now you know how I feel, Smoke. Well, before you take off, Smoke, we do appreciate you dropping in. Before you take off, you want to let everybody know where they can find you, drop your socials and all that jazz.
All right, Sunday Night Smoke podcast, as spelled right here on the avatar, on YouTube. Also, Sunday Night Smoke podcast on Instagram, and Sunday Night Smoke without the podcast at gmail.com. Holler at me. Please like, share, subscribe, follow. Once again, thanks for having me, man. I'll see you guys Monday, hopefully in the chat Saturday.
Sunday, I'll probably be tied up, and you already know why.
So good.
I'll be around.
Drama.
After Sunday, I know I'll be tied up, but I'll try to stick in.
I thought I had Sunday Night Smoke in there, but I don't. But I have that. Does that
All right. Yes. And in closing, I like to say for the road, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Catch y'all next time, man. All right, y'all. Later. Peace.
Love you, bro.
Have a good evening.
Yep. All right. Well, that being said, a little unexpected Wednesday night smoke action, but he's always welcome here. As I said, he's the newest member of the family, effective on Mondays. But we are going to take ourselves a real quick break. Got a little Black Dot Mojo for you with their cover of She Ties to Angels. Black Crows, correct? Not the Black Crows.
Yeah, it's Black Crows, isn't it?
Oh,
Counting Crows, isn't it? I think
Counting
it's
Crows. Counting Crows. There we go. We'll get there
I don't know
eventually.
who the hell it is. I'm just listening.
Yeah, I know. It's white music, Tony.
It's a white band. Don't worry about it. We'll introduce you later.
It's white people music.
Tony, check out your
It's
TikTok. I
WPM.
just sent you a video. You got to see.
I'm not watching no more of your damn videos.
No,
I got
no,
15
no.
to get caught up on between
This is the
TikTok
new-
and
this
Snapchat,
is
you
the
son of a
new-
bitch.
The new R36 Skyline, and holy shit.
I'm still trying to get my numbers up. I can't even get caught up. They told me I'm following too many people too fast. I had to slow that shit down.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get to 10,000 to monetize.
Mhm.
Or when I start broadcasting over there.
You don't need 10,000 to monetize.
I think you do.
To monetize,
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you need 1,000 to go live. and
Okay, why don't
10,000
you two tell me about TikTok since you're both relatively new to it, and I've been
I'm
on the
listening
then
to
what
you
is- what
and
is
Jeff.
the
I'm the one new to it. I'm listening to you two motherfuckers.
What-
You
what
don't
is
need
the
10,000.
answer? What
You
is
don't
it
need
to
10,000 to monetize. The only way to monetize on TikTok is A, to blow up and be huge, or when you go live to get gifts. And you only have to have your 1,000 followers to go live. So therefore, if you go live and you get gifts, you can monetize.
This is true.
Now,
Okay.
in
Make
order to
money on
join
each
the
video.
in order to join the creator stuff like that, I think you do have to have 10,000. You have to post X amount of videos a week, and you have to go live. So I mean, you have to do a lot of stuff with I think it's the branding. I don't know if it's the creator, but because I had
I
the
don't know.
creator
I don't know how it works.
on my other one. But anyways, we're gonna take a real quick break. Got a little Blacktop Mojo. Check them out on all social media, wherever you stream music at Blacktop Mojo. Check out their tour dates. They might be coming to a town near you. Go check them out. I'd strongly advise seeing them in concert because I have not seen them in concert, but we do play a lot of their videos from them live in concert. And I do know people that have seen them in concert, and they said they are absolutely amazing live. So, like I said, we got a little Counting Crows, She Talks to Angels cover song. We'll be right back here in a few minutes.
Never mentions the word addiction. Live a certain company. Yeah, she'll tell you she's in first. But after you meet her family. Her eyes as black as night now, and pulls those shades down tight. She gives a smile when the pain comes. The pain gonna make everything alright. She says she talks to angels. Across around the lock of fear is from a little boy
Yeah. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far. We are in the third and final hour. I'm quick. We got Jeff and Tony in. They were in the house. They might
I'm
be.
still here.
I don't know at this point. But real quick, go ahead and check us out on all the social medias: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget to join us live Monday, Wednesday, Saturday at 6 p.m. on YouTube and Twitch. And if you can't join us live, go ahead and check us out on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at all at Nonsensical Nonsense. Go ahead and give us a search, give us a follow, give us a listen, give us a like. And if you'd be so kind, give us a share. Help us grow. Let people know about us. Don't keep us all to yourselves. Don't forget, we do got an email, nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com. And we got the merch store, teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. Just simply hit that Google search, put in Nonsensical Nonsense. You'll find us. Ask Siri, ask Google, do whatever you got to do. You'll find us. We're out there. We're not hard to find. We're not hiding. We're never hiding. We out there in them streets. But welcome back to the show. Hopefully you enjoyed a little deep dive on the urban legends tonight. Enjoy doing that. Well, something to throw into the mix. Well, throw it into the mix. Little topic of conversation, if you will. Join us Saturday for What the Fuck News and Mondays for your top 10s. If I get to them. But I do enjoy doing the urban legend. I do enjoy doing that stuff. I don't want to do a whole show about like paranormal and shit like that, but I like sprinkling. Well,
something.
It's just an oversaturated marker.
Yeah, that is true. There's a lot of them out there.
To do what we do and sprinkle it in there is nice. Well, you have to factor in the same thing with movies and music and sports. They're the oversaturated market. So if you're going to do something like that, you really got to stand out. Not always the easiest thing. But
we watch Tony pour a drink.
Yeah, I was kind of throwing off my game coming back to the show. Nobody being here. So.
I think Tony had to step away for something. I'm moving stuff around.
It's not like we're in the middle of the show or anything. You guys just gotta do whatever you need to do. Don't worry.
I still got my headphones on.
I'll just sit here and talk.
You do that.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
What the hell is? Why is there a phantom?
Phantom what?
Oh, there we go. I was like a phantom person in here.
Oh, nice.
Down at the bottom where it shows our three screens. It just said mute mic, but it was like if I hover over Tony or my mic or your mic or whatever, it'll say mute mic up on the screen, and it was just hovered over here in this blank spot. Apparently, Frank's joined the show on his own.
I see him back there.
You don't see him back there because he's over there.
There's somebody else over there.
There's a new one behind you, right behind your.
Thank
right
you,
by
Jeff.
that shelf.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, literally.
That's just the light. That's my.
Yeah, that's what you say. It's just your light. It's
Your
fucking
computer's
brilliant.
glitching a little bit too, just so you know. Where your screen, your video feed is.
Yeah, your video feed's really off today.
Yeah, that's just my light for my ring light, reflecting off the wall.
Mm-hmm. That's what the
All right.
rules say.
That's right.
Until you get stabbed in your.
The sweet release.
Sweet release.
Stab me and take me home. I'll be back.
Make me away.
You see me get stabbed on the show, and then 5 minutes later, I'm back. Like, I told you they didn't want me. They keep sending me back.
The urban legend of Glick.
They keep sending me back. My body's just slumped over. About 5 minutes, you guys talking, then just, hey, how's it going, guys? I'm back. They're like, wait.
They're like, did Glick pass out?
I just watched you get stabbed to death. Yeah, they don't want me. Surprise, surprise! Somebody doesn't want me around, so I'm back here stuck with you guys.
Right.
I'm in my own personal hell. In my own
Well, we
little
figure
person.
if we bother you enough when you do die, you'll actually get into heaven now because we put you into hell.
So what you're saying is me hanging out with you guys is my good deed that'll get me into
Purgatory.
heaven.
Yeah.
That is my good deed that my community service, my charity outreach is to hang out with you two 3 times a week, and then that'll get me into heaven.
Well, it's worth a try.
I'll just take purgatory at this point. Just leave me in my own personal hell. If this is my penance to get into heaven, I'm out. Deuces. Instead of their pearly gates, and they're like, look, you can go back and you can spend the next 10 years doing a podcast with Tony and Jeff, or you can go to purgatory. Well, St. Pete, in the words of Tony, Mother had you, Mother made you, Mother fuck you. See you in purgatory. Deuces, bitches. Fuck. We can't get over on this guy. God himself uses his own name in vain. God damn, Glick. Like, God, can you do that? Can you do that?
I'm gonna go yell.
Introduce your son to Slender Man.
No.
Yep. That sounds like an ass beating coming.
That's only because he's frustrated.
I think he's frustrated with the game or something.
No, that ain't his frustration.
Frust-
Mama, if you're listening, Jeff needs you. I think he realizes it if he didn't before, and he'll know it before he ever says anything else.
She don't care. You
That's
can
from
say that all you want. She don't care. She don't care. She's worried about herself, living her best life. She ain't got no husband and kids at home. I'm just like, oh man. You have a microphone, Tony.
I'm talking to her, not you.
It works better if you use your voice and you speak up.
Apparently not for some people, but that's another story.
I don't think that was shot at me, was it?
No. Hasn't pertained to you yet.
Put your big boy panties on. Speak up.
I don't wear panties.
Use your words.
I got boxers. Big up to coming through on the show. Cam, where you said you should have been up here. Big up to Chris said thanks for sticking around during the show. Appreciate it.
Tell me what kind of boxers you wear. You wear regular boxers, boxer briefs, short boxers, long boxers?
I'll let my women tell you if I ever get back with another one that is willing to talk out in public.
It's boxers. Okay.
Boxer briefs.
Regular length, short length, or long length?
I prefer the long length.
Yeah, that's nice.
The short ones bunch up.
Yeah.
I will say that shit. But the long length are expensive. You got to go with the jockey or the BVDs. They are comfortable. You got to have a pouch as a man. And
yeah, I was gonna say I just bought some of those. I bought like three packages of those. They got like the Under Armour style, like dry wicking, comfort, cooling. Oh my God, they are some of the most. Now I got some regular Abercrombie boxers, which, believe it or not, y'all, and they got big boy boxers. The material that they use to make Abercrombie boxers is so comfortable. With the regular boxers.
Yeah.
But I did just buy me some of those Hanes cooling, dry wick, anti-sweat.
Nothing's wrong with Hanes. Hanes are fruit of the loom, old school. Nothing wrong.
Full pouch. I mean, I got the full workarounds on them boxers.
Nothing's wrong with them. You ain't lying.
Yeah, buddy.
You ain't lying.
Your kid?
Huh?
You gotta introduce your son to Slender Man?
Almost. He's all acting like a crazy person because they fucked up the other day, and I told him they can't go outside. And just
So they're bored.
Yeah, they're bored. You know, it's
I go through the same thing with Jason. That's why I let him do his thing up here. He
Yeah.
wants to go out a lot, but I told him you're not going nowhere until your behavior improves, and that's what he's mad about.
exactly.
So,
And you know, that's what he's mad about, that he can't go outside because he didn't behave the other day. So he pisses and moans, and he's going to learn
You
one
can
way or
either
another.
stay inside or take 20 lashings from this cane.
No,
Your choice.
I told him if he's bored, do the dishes. That'll cure your boredom real quick.
yeah,
That'll
you
cure
got.
there's
I
nothing to do.
guarantee. I guarantee there's something you got to clean up, including your windowsills.
Exactly.
And if you don't, okay.
Yeah.
If I don't go to work, you don't go anywhere.
Exactly.
If you don't do what you're supposed to do,
Well, the rule is you don't go outside unless dad's outside or mom's outside. Well, mom's not here and dad's not outside right now, so guess what? Nobody goes outside. It's that
Why
simple.
not? Okay, out of curiosity, why not? You guys have a gated
because
community and stuff. Right?
It's not about their safety. It's about the fact that they can't behave.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
You ain't kidding.
So get a big stick and beat their asses, Jeff.
Well, the other day they went outside and they decided I have you know, the plastic lawn furniture. I have a set of that, and they had it in the pool. And I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" They're like, "Well, we wanted to sit." I said, "The pool just got a seating area."
Do they have it in the pool, like in the water, or
Yeah, they
was
had
out?
it in the water, not next
Nice.
to the pool.
You know
in
we
the
would have
pool.
done that.
Oh yeah, granted, if it was my pool, but it's a community pool. If it was my pool, I wouldn't give a shit. But it's a community pool, and there's security cameras, and you know people start jabber-jocking their jaw on the fucking chat, and I'm like, you know, I don't have time to go around and beat everybody's ass.
actually, you do, but it's not legal.
Yeah, well, that too. So I said, look, if I'm not outside, you don't go outside. Period. End of story. You don't like it, tough.
Not so much tough, but that's just safety.
Well, yeah. I mean, and you know, they start hanging out with the other kids in the neighborhood, which is fine. But you know, somebody always gets a dumb idea, like, "Hey, let's do this," and that's probably not a good idea. And next
As a
thing you know,
child,
everybody's
there's
in
always a
trouble.
good idea. Let's try this.
Yeah, exactly. And it comes into a bad idea that at the time sounded good, and next thing you know, you're in trouble. So,
Yes, and that's being real.
and that's just kids, you know. I mean, we've all done that stupid thing. We're like, hey, let's start out doing one thing. Next thing you know, we're doing something we're not supposed to be doing.
Which is a whole lot of what we ain't supposed to be doing in the first damn place.
Right. But it's like everybody here has a side yard, and everybody's got a gate. Well, you know, let's stand on the gate, and then it comes to let's climb the gate, and then it comes to we're in somebody's backyard. We're not supposed to be here.
That's a spanking.
Exactly.
Because the neighbors are going to come at you all crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are your kids in my yard? Yes, I got that.
Exactly. So I said, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and I don't want to deal with the neighbors. I don't necessarily like most of them.
Me and my neighbors are good because we all leave
You don't
ourselves
speak the same language, you jackass.
Well, no, there's this whole thing where it's like my neighbors are all fucking. They're all Karens, basically.
They're all who?
With the exception Karen.
Wow.
They think they're better than everybody else, and it's like, you know, I don't have
That's
time
what
for
people do when they have their own shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like one lady yelled at Kevin and Michelle the other day because their soccer ball rolled in her yard, and I was like, "Oh, shut the fuck!"
You think after 22 years of running from the law, you'd learn how to speak the language in the country you're in? Fucking dummy.
Jesus.
No, but it's not even a language barrier. It's like I said, the one lady yelled at Kevin and Michelle because their ball rolled into her yard. I was like, calm down. Number one. Number two, your yard looks like, you know, hell just broke loose on it anyways. Calm down. It's not like you got the greenest grass in the neighborhood. Calm the fuck down.
One of the most expensive houses
down there.
What?
Well, all the houses are the same price. He lives in the projects.
They're all the same place. They're cookie cutters.
Do
They're
you
all
guys
the
have
exact
grass
same
down
house.
there? Do you guys actually have grass down there?
Yes, Chris.
Well, no, I was being curious. It was
We
an honest
imported
question.
it from Ohio. No, I do.
No,
I
it was
do.
an
I
honest
have
question because when I lived in Charleston,
Mhm.
like we had grass, but in some spots, like my side yard, didn't
Right.
grow grass because it was sand. There was sand over there.
Right.
Mixed,
Well,
like,
no, my side and backyard has no grass because the dogs just walk all
Oh, yeah.
over everything. So, but my front yard does have grass. And it's not. You could probably put 2 extra cars in my yard. So it's not a bunch of space, but and it's not, it's not like Bermuda grass or anything like. It's like fucking shit grass, and like I've tried everything you can think of to make it better, and it just turns out shit. So stop caring. Like I went and bought grass seed and all this other shit, and it's a waste of time.
Is it really?
It is, honestly, because in order to make your grass nice, you basically need to remove everything that's there and get all new topsoil and all that shit. It's like, God, that's a lot of work.
Right.
But like what I'm eventually going to be doing anyway is turning my whole front yard into a giant concrete slab because it's going to become the garage.
Okay.
So, like,
Oh.
Hold on, a side note.
Yes, sir.
Something a little bit more entertaining, I guess. I'm potentially picking up a side gig for the next couple months.
oh yeah,
Working.
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
You gonna be a gigolo?
Jiggle
How
hole.
much you gonna lose?
Just a jiggle.
Jiggle what? Jiggle who?
No, the historical haunted jail here in town is bringing back the Jail of Terror
Nice.
for Halloween. They turned the old jail is supposedly super haunted, but they're turning it into a
Talking about Mancy.
no, not
Nancy?
Mansfield, no, here in Newark, the historical jail here in Newark, which is supposedly really haunted, but they're turning it into a Halloween attraction. They're bringing it back, I should say. They haven't done it for the last couple of years because of COVID and whatnot, but they're bringing it back this year. And Nick was over here Monday, and I guess he's working up there. And he said they're still looking for scare actors and security. So I was like, let me go ahead and submit my information. I'll do either one, I'm really hoping to be a scare actor. I think that'd be fucking badass.
Right.
So you're just gonna stand in the corner and people will go, Jesus Christ!
Pretty much. I'll
Right.
just stand in the corner and go.
Get done, and everybody's like, Chris, it's shifts over. You can take the mask off. I'm not wearing a mask. That's just how I look.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
that does oddly enough sound fun. Scaring the shit out of people all day, because that would be hilariously fun.
I worked the haunted house. I did that in college. Worked a couple times for the kids. It's fun, but
I think it's something I've always wanted to do. I mean, I love Halloween. I love scary movies, and I've just never had the opportunity. And how cool would that be to kind of live out your, like I grew up watching the slasher movies, Freddy and Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees and Pinhead and all. How cool is it to kind of live out your fantasy and be a horror bad guy? And
oh yeah,
you're not necessarily killing anybody, but you still get to scare people and chase them around or whatever. And I've got the stature and the build to be a Jason Voorhees or a Michael Myers or whatever. Voorhees was a big stone bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's not small.
Michael Myers, Voorhees, or
Freddy was a little guy.
Freddy was skinny. Leatherface you could do.
You calling me fat?
Yeah, Leatherface you could do. No, he's not. That's my point.
Leatherface was a cannibal, and I enjoy dark meat. So keep up. I'm gonna have a Tony mask.
I'd have to be I'd have to be in your neighborhood, and
No, you don't. I'll just come down there.
don't do that.
Dude, I've got to turn you guys on to the Merkins. You have got to look the Merkins up
The Merkins?
on YouTube. The Merkins on YouTube. They do. They did years ago. They came out with the Slash Street Boys.
That's not good. No.
So they do parody songs, but they do.
I think I've seen them.
I hate doing this, but let me see if I can do it.
No, they did like if Forrest Gump was directed by John Carpenter. I'm actually the Slash Street Boys. I'll Kill You That Way. So it's a parody of Backstreet Boys. I Want It That Way.
But they
have,
do all these. They do all these parody songs.
Teens in the Dark. Slashing Bodies. KWA, Killers with Attitude.
Yeah, wow. They do all these.
Featuring Nash as Pennywise.
No,
they do all these parody songs, as the Killers, but they got famous or they got really popular with the Slash Street Boys.
Right.
Hold on a second.
They did a Ghostface Call Me Sydney, the Call Me Maybe parody. Leatherface Friends with No Faces.
Yeah.
He's actually wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Letterface.
Letterface.
No, it's Sewing You Apart, which is like the Achy Breaky Heart parody. They got some good ones here. I gotta hear these. I'm gonna have to listen to these later. Careless Sister, which is like the Careless Whisper parody.
Sister.
Here.
It's George Michael Myers.
No. No.
Hannibal Lecter, Fry Me a Liver, the Cry Me a River parody.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
That's hilarious. I'll definitely have to check.
You are now about to witness the strength of sleep knowledge.
No, that's it.
Straight out of Springwood, crispy kid killer named Frank Crew. From the gang called Killers with Attitudes. When you doze off, I got.
Nice.
There we go. Hold on a second.
You gotta make
Gotta show off, screaming deeper and the kitties getting killed off. Nancy, though, doesn't mess with me. If you sleep, I'm gonna murder you with your dreams. Cut your ass, that's how you're bleeding out. For the Dean Dream Warriors that's crashing out. Never start the slaughter. I got the number, slice them and dice them in the gut like Rambo. Going off on an Elm Street like that with a glove that's pointed at your ass. So go ahead, snooze. Ain't no stopping when I'm down for a flash move. Here's a murder rap to keep you sleeping. I burn bitches straight dream demon. Shiny razor glove is the tool. Damn right I killed the kids by the pool. Me and you can go toe to toe, tread lightly. I'll scare kitties out the bed nightly. You're weekly, monthly, or yearly. So these dumb little piggies still fear me. That I'm down with a capital MST. Bitch, you can't run from me. So when I'm in your neighborhood, better talk. Cause Fred Crew is scary as
fucking buffering bullshit.
Believe me, I'm good. That's what I call that boy. I'm coming straight out of Springwood. Straight out of Springwood. Oh, mama's boy, you're up next. Tell them where you're from. Straight out the campsite. Another crazy mass killer. More things I choke, yo, my rep gets bigger. I'm a bad mother lover, and you know this. But the lazy camp houses didn't know this. So I'ma chop them all up, I'm taking my stabs. Hot with the weapons, attacking the kids just like murdering. The definition is slashing. And when I rub up on all it's called stacking. Stab another kipper in a minute. I find a yellow sleeping bag and throw you in it. If I'm down below when you can't roll, I'ma kill you, Alice, on that dirty ass boat. You probably break a scared like a bitch is supposed to. See, possible high, I'll expose you to an 80s mother lover on the lake. Abuse as a kid, now I'm tearing up shit. Dr. J's, it's always graphic. I'm just a dumb mother lover that wreaks havoc. In the wrong hands, I gotta cut up myself at one time. I put an ass on the show. I'm eternally slashing them, and that's a fact. J-A-S-O-N with a mask. See, cause I'm the mother loving villain. The definition is clear, you're the witness of a villain. I can't go late without a clue. You mess with my mama, your ass is through. you hear me coming right? Cause a killer like Jay is never gonna die. Straight out the campsite. Straight out the campsite. Hey, it's a name and the clouds coming straight out of Derry. And so I'm sweeter than sugar. I make your mother think I love him. Caught it from to the love I'm raised in hell. When the flames hot, my legs smell. See, I'm right out of luck. That's the problem. I see you running yellow, stop it, done got him. Cause I'm smart, laid low, police scour. And when I see a kid pass, I devour. To me, they taste yummy. All the news showing children die, but don't know where the hell they go and sell broken. Looking for the one that killed your teeth. But no slash, yeah, he was tasty shapeshift. Never seen like a shadow in the dark, but when I make them float, they'll never get over the devastation. Still hear the screams of the ones I killed last generation. Kill a little bunch of kids and I'm flexing. I'll leave a memory no one will be forgetting. So what about the kids that just got no bother? You think I give a damn about a bill? I hate his brother. This is the autobiography of the P. And if you have a fear of me, you'll get taken by a stereo cloud of murder. Kids find me scary, straight out of Derry.
Straight out of Derry. Wow.
So they do.
I gotta admit, that's some pretty. Fun stuff.
Just yeah, they do a lot of parodies like that, but they're all dressed as the horror villains in the scary movies. But like I said, they got famous doing Slash Street Boys. But they've got Garth Brooks parodies. They've got rap parodies. Then they've got Freddie fucking with Jason. Like they just do like they're awesome. And the crazy thing about it is they're right here in Cleveland. They're from up in Cleveland.
Oh, no shit.
So they got a Vanilla Ice parody. It's called Slice Slice Baby. It's Michael Myers. They took a Michael Myers mask and gave it the old Vanilla Ice haircut and hairstyle. Yeah, they're awesome. I've been a big fan of those guys for a long time. I'll take the YouTube strike. They'll get over it.
I don't think you got one. It's still on.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well,
like
it's not necessarily a famous band. So.
Yeah, they're not copywritten, but I'll actually download a couple of their songs and have them. Yeah, I know my internet's all wonky, but I'll download a couple of their songs and have them on standby over here in the brand, because they've got a lot of them, and they're great. I mean, they like I said, they did the Leatherface Friends in Low Places Garth Brooks parody. And
I was reading a couple of them. They look hilarious.
Yeah, they're funny as fuck.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, but like I said,
they had some rhymes though. They was ridiculous.
They had some rhymes, and that takes some. I mean, you're taking two genres that don't they kind of don't go together, and you're fusing them. That's some talent. You got to give them to it. That was pretty dope. I mean, I'm not going to roll around my car listening to it.
I don't think
I would.
I've done worse. To some songs.
Since you've got that, I think I can give you this.
Oh, okay.
I think I can give you this. This was actually pretty funny when I saw it. Bunch of y'all might not like it, but damn it, I thought it was funny. But this fool is crazy. This is before he started making them wild ass movies.
Who's this?
Oh man. Oh man, oh man.
Oh, man.
Not again. I'm from Mandela. You could never check me. Back to back like my terms in office, they couldn't get me. Back to back like 2 doors that's about to take 10 paces. Back to back like Trump's divorce, I said it, now face it. Oh, thinks he's important because of his riches. When I look back, I might be mad that I gave this attention. But it's weighing heavy on my conscience. And now here comes the man straight out of Washed. I'm convinced that this man is insane. I should have let Univision host your debate. You gonna make me buy bottles for John McCain. You gonna make me go buy you a new toupee. I heard there's a price tag on your back. I'd be more concerned where El Chapo's at. I'm not sure what it was that really made you mad, but you can't diss Mexicans and try to take that back. I mean, whoa, I can't fool my country, man. They know us. I wrote these bars while Michelle gave me a shoulder rub. You'll make America better. I laugh so hard I'm crying. Oh my God, why you always lying? See, Trump's the type of dude that mocks the world's poor. But is the world poor or your soul poor? I know that you're trying to get known more, but this is the nonsense you got fired from The Apprentice for. Check it. Right-wingers turn to slur slingers. Yeah, you're getting bodied by a left-winger. I'm not the kind of dude that's going to be kind to dude. And shouts to Clinton, she's about to trump you. Make sure you ask him, what are those? Then tell that man to hit the road. He'll tell another one, and then another one. Then DJ Khaled of lies, here comes another one. I had 2 terms. They went back to back. Yeah, they went back to back. They'll ask if I can run again. Back to back. Yeah, they went back to back. Oh, I don't want to hear about this ever again. Oh, not even in the end when he don't even win. Oh, not even when you tell me, Mama, tell him again. He'll say anything for press, but he hates Fox and Friends. Oh, his bias needs to stop. He don't see the whole picture, call him petty wop. Winter's coming and your campaign's flying south. It's time to stop talking, you should watch your mouth. Plays, the GOP hates you, they're like G.O. Play. His tan is orange, just in time for Halloween. Play, but orange ain't the new black, you're not me. Play, he gonna fall off like his wig in the braids. Somebody stop me. Been watching Narcos, I'm feeling cocky. I'm probably going too hard, you're feeling trapped. I'm gonna give you a break from these bars. Kit Kat, I had 2 terms. They went back to back. Bars.
You can't tell me this ain't funny.
Back to back.
They're breaking down
Like a
whole
roll. Back to back. You took shots at me, now it's tit for tat. Got it.
I mean,
Yeah,
whoa.
I'm actually.
What?
I'm actually that guy.
He's
The guy's actually fucking hilarious.
He is. Funny.
These guys. One second. What did I do? What
he's
did I
digging.
do? No, not digging. Now that we were talking about parodies and stuff like that.
Right.
You guys have. I would be surprised. Be surprised if you guys have never heard of them.
I had 2 terms. They went back to back. Yeah, they went back to back. I mean, whoa. That fool was on that little damn skate. I forgot what they call them little things, but he was killing me in that. The beat like G.O. please. Fly like your wig in a breeze. But he did. Oh, you want to epic rap battles of history?
Epic rap battles. Dude, I love epic rap battles of history. And since we enjoy talking a lot about movies and this, that, and the other thing,
Right.
this is one of their newest ones.
I think
It's
I've
John
seen
Wick
these.
versus John Rambo versus John McClane. Yeah. See if it'll actually fucking work. My internet's all trash right now.
Epic
Yeah,
rap
epic
battles.
rap battles.
You son
These
of
guys.
John, what?
It's just fucking work, you whore.
Martian! John McClane! Martian! John Rambo! Begin!
Alright. Guess some people want to draw first blood.
I'm gonna go buy a new router this weekend. Damn it!
I guess. Your router's
Yeah, this is ridiculous. There's nobody even here.
Yeah.
And
he went back to back. You still buffering?
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, he's got
Blood.
internet
Or maybe you could draw an audience to see any of your.
I don't know what that was.
Hey, he looks like
Yeah,
me.
it's just not gonna fucking work. I give up. No, I look like
Things I do for this podcast. Allow me.
What do you do for this podcast other than turn your camera on, show up late, interrupt the show, and eat on the show?
First of all, of damn all. Let me help your ass out.
First of damn all. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a new fucking router this week. I'm gonna give me a sub supersonic.
I don't think it's the
platinum G series router. Oh, I know it's the service. That's why I've been trying to tell you guys.
John Warson! John McClane! Warson! John Rambo!
Alright, guess I'll be the one to draw first blood.
Or maybe you could draw an audience to see any of your new movies.
Come out to the coast, we'll have a few lads. Sounds sweet, but no, I'm stuck here with these two jerkweeds about to kick their ass with bare feet. I'll drop the beat. I'll set it off like it's the top of Nakatomi. Need a fire hose to swing on you, you're both so below me. I haven't stopped killing it since Carl's brother Tony, and I got your detonators right here. Blow me. Ship your booby traps home, Rambo, cause you'll never take the W without the P&O. Does your lip hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Can you string that shit up on your compound bow? Lighten up, Wick, with your brooding saga. How about a little Hakuna Matata, Baba Yaga? You got the trousers, tape, and the watch, spooker, but your acting falls flatter than the Hans. Leave the underground coin game to Mario Brothers. And John Bobby. What the fuck's with the chest butter? The bandolier looks heavy as shit. I'm like this prick's ring finger, only need one clip. I've been sharper shattered glass since the late 80s. And like your late pup, I'll leave you pushing up daisies. Less is more, boys, that's my advice. You less survival knife, you more survival wife.
Ooh. I'm gonna need a dinner reservation for 2. John Wick, I'm efficient and lean, a proficient professional killing machine, underworld overachiever looking dapper as a buck, and only one of us to go 3 chapters without sucking. Between your elevator and the mine where you were trapped, you're such wieners I should call you both John Shaft. I cracked rhymes with pencils, then jam them in next, so I'm not vexed by vets flexing roid injected pecs. Being excommunicado wasn't more than I could handle, so I think I can withstand an excremental ex-commando, and this sad broken dad joke at Popo is no foe for the virtuoso bad virtuoso. Ho 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 to quivers and bows, I'm delivering blows, and when they land it won't help to make fists with your toes. Bitcoin? No. Hitcoin? Certainly. I'll put you 2 in tune, call it cryptocurrency. Obey your superior like good cops and soldiers. Raven, Roy, you're done. Over.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it on! Unless it's one of your movies. In which case, I just turn it on! When I rip off my shirt and start swinging my stick sword, I'm hotter than the suicide girls on your switchboard. My headband's red, but I got no love for comedy. No juice was used to produce these armies. High devil rules don't apply to this conflict. I'll finish you right in the lobby. Mission accomplished. McClane! Salsa's where your marriage went. The last pipe thing you slid it was an air vent. They used to say you were a handsome crusader. Too bad your hairline couldn't get saved by Steve Urkel's neighbor. Oh, I slip into the jungle, disappear like a ghost. Then ding, I pop up behind you like pus. Think peace, but I'm packing Parabella. I was trained to be the very best soldier boy. I'm blasting RPG through NYPD's guts. Simon says you can PTSD nuts.
Jesus Christ, asshole, what are you doing? This is not some Saturday morning cartoon for you to ruin.
Only thing getting ruined is McClane family Christmas. All your kids still have decent dad on their wish list.
Whoa, Rambo dropping bombs in his flows. Your pals in the Taliban help you write those.
Those were Mujahideen, there's a difference. The Taliban formed in the 90s when you fell off with a vengeance.
Hey, who the fuck asked you, dog pound? Why don't you go lock your mouth in a hole in the ground?
Oh, look!
You're both a funeral suit away from presentable. I'm thinking I'm bad, and I'm thinking you're expendable.
You wanna die hard? Well, today's a good day. Let's go, motherfuckers! Yippee-ki-yay!
Booster! Shoot us on!
not their best work at ERB, but because we are all movie buffs and we have all you muted.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
We are all movie buffs and we all enjoy the action genre. That is definitely not one of ERB's best. It's one of their newest ones. But go through their catalog, go to YouTube, check out Epic Rap Battles of History. Also check out the Merkins. Maybe that's all I'll save my ass. We'll go ahead and shout them out.
I think it was Mr. Rogers versus somebody. I like that one the most.
Yeah, there's Mr. Rogers versus there's like they did a Star Wars one. It's like Anakin versus Obi-Wan, or Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader. They've got
Mr. T versus somebody.
Yeah, they've got Donald Trump versus Joe Biden. They've got the guy who did the Barack Obama one. He's in one of their videos. Him versus Mitt Romney. They do the Ninja Turtles versus the artists. So like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo and Raphael and Donatello, the artists and whatnot. The Ninja Turtles battle them. So they've got a bunch of them. They got Abraham Lincoln in there versus.
I watched those shits like 8-9 years ago, and they were hilarious back then.
Yeah, I've been a fan of them for a long time as well.
My kids have watched the Harry Potter versus Voldemort one.
Yeah, there's like Star Wars versus Harry Potter. You got Disney princesses versus each other.
Versus, I think it was Kirk versus Picard or something.
Yeah, you got Snow White versus Cinderella or some shit like that. And then other Disney princesses come in that. So check out Epic Rap Battles and check out the Merkins. Go ahead and drop a comment if you're listening to us on here and just say, hey, Nonsensical Nonsense sent us, because I actually reached out to the Merkins because they are here in Ohio. I think it'd be cool to do something with them or play their music or whatever. But I don't know how me talking about going to work at a haunted house turned into us talking about parody song.
They decided to pull it up watching Michael Myers and all that.
Yeah. Straight out of Springwood. Kills with attitude. Motherfucker said, motherfucker called Jason a mama's boy.
Unbelievable.
Straight out the campsite.
Straight out of Derry.
The Merkins have a lot of cool songs, and they go across a lot of genres. They got a TikTok channel that's pretty funny too. I have like Jason and Freddie doing TikTok
Jason
trends.
did go into Freddie on one of those too. I think there was a Jason versus Freddie.
There was a Jason versus Freddie movie.
Well, it might have been Michael Myers versus Jason.
Yeah, they got Freddy Krueger's roast or some shit where Freddy just roasts the absolute hell out of people. Then there's a TikTok video where they were making fun of Michael Myers because of his shitty wardrobe and his shitty fashion sense. Then he comes out, he's wearing all these different outfits, and Jason and Freddy are just making fun of him.
Right.
But now the Merkins are cool. You talk about bringing something original to the table and entertaining the masses. Those guys came so far out of left field with their product and what they do with the Merkins and the music and the parodies and the skits and stuff like that. And it's just like, all right, I see what you're doing. I ain't mad at it. I kind of like it. Right. I grew up being terrified of these guys. Now they're something to laugh at.
Yeah, I mean that's the fun part about parodies. Is like it gives you a whole new twist on everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Scrolling the news. I got trying. Somebody gave me an idea to try a broadcast. I'm going to try one tonight.
What?
Somebody gave me an idea for a broadcast, so I've been scrolling through a couple of ideas I might do. I'm gonna try and do a little test for it tonight. Huh?
Where at?
I'm probably gonna do it on YouTube. See, here's my thing. Like I always said, I always want to try to put some on Twitter and Twitch because that's what most of the people that used to follow me are. But they told me to try to put some on YouTube, put some on my YouTube channel, which I can do.
Right.
I can do that.
if I can, if you don't mind,
I don't.
take it
I don't.
Yeah, however you want. What I would recommend for when you go live, have your idea, have your thoughts, go live and run with it instead of trying to go live and test. Just go live and just start talking about whatever you want to talk about instead of having a lot of silence and stuff like that. Because that's why when I came in the other night and you guys were on Restream, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Because you can do all that stuff behind the scenes, like before you go live.
Yeah, I mean, we were just testing something out for them. Yeah, and I got a couple of shows on Twitter already. I've done a couple on Restream, and my streaming always go to Twitter, so I got stuff up there when I just had an idea and ran with it. But I'm still trying to make something up.
Like we did the football thing, and in all honesty, when we did the football thing, we could have just done that in the studio and not gone live with it, and just kind of while we were fucking around.
We just ran.
Yeah. But especially if you go on a platform like TikTok, because you don't want to be on there with a lot of silence and a lot of thumbing around and looking around and not really.
On my day off, they doing the same damn thing.
Trust me. The new fad is give me gifts and wake me up, disturb my sleep. And this gift makes this noise, and that gift makes, or I'm at work, disturb me at work. Like, bitch, first of all, everybody knows you don't have a goddamn job if you're on TikTok at 11 o'clock in the morning begging people for gifts so you can make money off of it, saying that all these weird noises are going to bother you at work. Shut up. I try to go in there and have some kind of time. I'll just randomly start talking. And then when people come in, then I start coming off of their, whatever they conversate about or whatever they want to talk about. Yeah. Right. When I go live on our TikTok page, which it doesn't happen very often, but when I do, I try to talk about the show, and I do spend as much time as I can promoting the show, and then other topics of conversation come up. Like I'm not going to just sit there and just inundate people with the show conversation, but I'm going to.
No, I already know you want to do something. When you get up there, you're going to do something. I agree.
Yeah, right. Sports might come up, wrestling comes up. If I bring up on the show like deep dives, if I'm on TikTok and I bring up the deep dive, people want to add their 2 cents, and they're like, oh, I like urban legends, or like when I was doing the Mickey Mouse thing. I think one time I was live on TikTok, and they're like, oh, did you know this about Disney? And I was like, oh, I did not. Then that spurred a whole other conversation. But at the end of the day, it all wraps around, comes back and relates to the show. I'm promoting the show. Right. When I was going on TikTok.
But the fact that you interact with your comments.
Well, and TikTok is.
I've seen people go live on TikTok stuff, and 4,000 comments go through, and they're just standing there.
And in my opinion, I think TikTok. I think TikTok is that platform for you to go live and interact with your viewers. It's set up that way. Here, obviously if they're taking part in the conversation, or I'm not going to read off every single comment that pops up when we're here in the show, because sometimes you just get people just spouting off dumb shit that doesn't pertain to anything. But a platform like TikTok, you can kind of thrive off of your viewers and your chatters, and the conversations can go a lot of different ways. But yeah, that would be like, and that's not just for you, Tony, but for anybody that's thinking about live streaming. Get all your testing and all your thumbing around and whatnot done before you go live. That way, once you go live, you're in there doing what you do. And Tony, I know you've done several broadcasts and stuff like that, right. But lately with you testing all these different platforms, it's like, what the hell's he doing?
Yeah, just BSing around.
Yeah,
right.
And then, God forbid, anybody asks any questions, because certain people that are either in the show or in the chat.
Your ass just can't leave shit going on. Oh my God. God damn it.
What? KRS1 finally realizes he hasn't been relevant since '97. Is that what you said?
Who said that? Who said that?
You said that.
I never said that.
Isn't that what you just said?
No. With that being said,
Play that shit back.
I gotta go call my mom anyway. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go tell my mama.
I
Glick's being mean to me, mama. Mama, Glick's being mean to me. As Freddy Krueger said. Bring your mama boy ass in here.
Rather be a mama's boy than pussy whipped.
I ain't either. So
I didn't say you was. I'm just saying. I told a motherfucker that back in 2004. I had everybody dying.
my mom's is dead. I grew up in an orphanage.
Oh God.
My mom really is dead, but I was an adult when she died.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in an orphanage. I had parents. They might not have liked me, but I had them. What are we going to do tonight? I'm going to wrap this show up. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out on the socials. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget you can join us live Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday on YouTube and Twitch at 6 p.m. You can come hang out in the chatter's box, shoot shit with us. And
all that good stuff.
Yeah, if you don't want to hang out with us live, or if you can't join us live, don't worry, we got you covered on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at. So go ahead and give Nonsensical Nonsense a little search, give us a listen, give us a like, give us a follow. And if you'd be so kind, give us a share. Tell other people about us. I'm changing the game up yet again. I think I'm going to reserve Wicked Woman for Saturdays only.
That sounds good.
Not that I don't like the song, but it's starting to get a little bit played out. Plus, I really love these three covers of these three songs. Still, Wednesday night.
I won't call it played out. I don't think it's played out.
No, I
we
don't
played
think
it a lot. This is true. We played it a lot. This is true, but
well, I'm pulling another Peyton Manning. We're on the line. We had our play set, and now I'm Omaha and Omaha and 1064 19. My brother's a bitch. I'm the best Manning brother. Omaha. Jeff, you don't understand that. Tony, you understand that.
Nope. No, I
Eli's the bitch. Peyton is the guy. The sheriff is in the building. But let's do this. We got a little Blacktop Mojo to wrap the show up with their cover of Audio Slaves Getaway Car with Dylan Willer. Check out Blacktop Mojo wherever you stream music and on all social media at Blacktop Mojo. Check out their tour schedule. They are currently on the road. They might be coming to a city near you. And we will see you next time.
First time I saw you, you were chasing down a cyclone all alone in the field. Rail yards and clovers I kept rolling on. I never thought you'd wind up chasing me. Tired of walking, you low the ground. The sidewalk will barely touch your feet. Life moves too slowly to loud with ringing heads. You take it out on me. Well, settle down. I won't hesitate to hit the highway before you lay me to waste. No, settle up and I'll help you find something to drive before you drive me insane. So get yourself a car, drive it all alone. Ooh, get yourself a car and ride it on the weekend. Yeah, get yourself a car and drive it all alone. Ooh, get yourself a car and ride it on the way. Settle down. I won't hesitate to hit the highway before you lay me to waste. No, and settle up and I'll help you find something to drive before you drive me insane. So get yourself a car and drive it all alone. Ooh, get yourself a car and ride it on the weekend. Yeah, get yourself a car and drive it all alone. Ooh, get yourself a car, ride it on the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that fucking song.
That's a good song.
I've been kind of in a kick lately. Chris Cornell, Audio Slave, Stone Temple Pilots, Temple of Dawn, music like that lately. I've been listening to a lot of it. Love that shit.
I have
man.
too.
Love that music. But we do appreciate y'all listening. We appreciate y'all hanging out. We'll see you Saturday night. Same nonsensical channel, same nonsensical time. Jeffrey.
Yes.
What do you have to say to these assholes that listen to this show?
Deuces.
Tony, let these motherfuckers know one time.
Mother had you, mother made you, motherfuck you. What?
But with that being said, be good or be good at it. Goodbye, motherfuckers.
Hit the button.
Hit the button. Hit the button. Oh, God.